hello. Hello, Mousemas. Hello, Deovor. Good to see you. Eden Waith, hello, hola. I don't know how to pronounce the other part. German? Good evening. Yeah, it's a little bit different today. This is not the latest I've started, but it's definitely not on time. Hey Tanda, good to see you. Volume, okay, we'll fix that. Everything can be fixed. Everything can be fixed. Okay. 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 Louder. Louder now? Louder now. Good to see you, good to see you folks. Bill Kuhn, hello, it's a great evening. It's a great evening so far. Hazelat Studio. No more ghost, yeah, Tanda, no more ghost, Julia. Yeah, I kind of decided I'm going to leave the green screen for a little bit and maybe just be in a white void for a little. This backdrop kit I got came with a green screen, it came with a black backdrop, and it came with a white backdrop. A white backdrop. And so the black obviously not a good pick for me because I'll disappear again just like the ghost green screen issue. So white was the only other option, and I think it bounces the light around nicely, so I'm fine with it. Yes, options. Yes, white screen today, and yeah, I tried for 5 seconds to chroma key out white. It's not gonna happen. I should try a blue screen. That is a good idea. This kit did not come with one, so that's why I'm not trying it. Okay. We'll see. So I've got some fun things to show you guys today, and I'm gonna try to pace myself with it. I kind of was gonna show everything at the outset, but I'm gonna show one thing. We're gonna do some work, then show some other stuff a little later. Hey Cosmic Void 3, good evening. Good evening, Duck with Shades. Yes, since I do have green earrings. In fact, yeah, I do have these ones, which I do love, and I'm not wearing them today. This is the Labradorite on the top, and it says emerald on the bottom. I don't believe it, but it is pretty included. Like, it's cloudy, so it wouldn't be a valuable emerald. It would. I don't know if they just mean emerald colored. I haven't done any scratch tests to see how hard this gem is. I'm wearing these ones today, which are red agate on top and Labradorite on the bottom. Jim Plays Games, hello, good evening. Yeah, Bill Kuhn, I bought myself a backdrop kit, which is, 2 tripod things and then a pole across the top, which can actually be extended. I've only got it on 2 poles right now, wide, but it can be expanded to like 4 poles wide, really wide. And it came with black, white, and green. The green was good for the Surface Book 3 camera, but the camera on the Surface Pro 2 is not working that well for it, so I decided I'm going to scrap it for now. Maybe go with the white. We will see. Yes, thank you, Tonda. You like the earrings? These ones I bought at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London when I was there for Adventure X, and so it was kind of my little souvenir for myself to remember that, because I do love that museum quite a bit. Candahid, hello. Julia, do I know you? Do I know you in real life? Oh good, you've come to look the Deluxe Tux to look forward to Tuesday nights and seeing the game come on? Nice. Oh yes, of course. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Oh, Candace from Facebook. Okay, cool. No, that counts. Good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff today. I have some fun things to share. Oh, cool. Recta Pete. Yes, hello. New follower from Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. And of course, Candace, you're a big Laura Bow fan. Me too. I might as well show her again because I'll never get tired of it. Ah, mine. There she is. My little wooden Nancy. My favorite. Okay. Voxel Maple. Yeah, she was used in 3D. I should do a stop motion with this. I would never do stop motion. Okay. Yes, you're right. Edenwaith magnets are really good. Yeah, when I go on vacations and stuff, I like to get myself a kitschy magnet, put on the fridge. And it's good because it doesn't take up space. I totally agree with that. Yeah, Candahate, I mentioned that before. So I know about the Shapeways colored printing. They do colored sandstone. I mentioned that before on stream. And they're so brittle. I've ordered 2 Nancy Maples like this, and they ended up being like broken and warped, and they ended up sending me 2 extra ones for free, which was really good. They have really excellent customer service, Shapeways. but I don't think I'd order from them again because it was just like the arm would be, it's a very thin arm, of course, too, but the arm was like kind of wonky, and you can correct it, which is nice, but you don't want to have to. And the base that I had on there, for the ones that came the colored sandstone, one of them was like half on and half not printed, and it was just a whole thing. This one is one that was printed. My brother-in-law has a 3D printer, and he did this with a wooden substrate, and it's really not fragile like those sandstone ones, which I really love. So yeah, this one I really like, and it's like folk art too. It's like a painted wooden figure. So yeah, the sandstone ones are super brittle. I'm really scared of them. Yeah, the sandstone. Duck Shades does have the best username ever. Candy, no, I don't have these in my store. I didn't end up selling these because I don't feel comfortable with the quality because of the arm. Too many of the arms did not come out right for me, and so I wouldn't be comfortable selling them. And yeah, they do break super easy. But yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to make a link for my Society 6 store for just my illustration stuff, because I'm actually wearing. I made myself a ramen shirt. I after I watched Tampopo, which is about ramen. It's a Japanese film about ramen. I made this ramen T-shirt. I'm wearing that today. Another reason we can't do black backdrop because I wear a lot of gray and black, and I would just disappear again. Okay, so that's the first things first. So yeah, for introduction. Just a quick thing, we're going to be showing the new trailer today, pretty soon, after I just do a few updates. But last stream, which is on VOD on YouTube, Dan and I did pretty much from beginning to end, we did a new Crimson Diamond trailer. So on the links, which I can link, nope. Yes, new trailer. So oh no, I don't want to go there myself. Yeah, so the new trailer, which is I put it in the bottom, the last link there. Hey Tika, good to see you, fellow Canadian. Yeah, so the latest trailer, which I am going to show here, if you want to hear I do the voiceover for the script reading, and that's on the one that is in the link that I just linked. The one I'm showing today won't be, because I like talking over the trailer anyway, and I don't mind listening to my own voice on these streams, but listening to my own voice on the trailer is really painful for some reason. So that's another reason I'm not going to show the trailer with the voice on top. But yeah, the whole thing is there in the link that I just dropped in chat. So that's that. So that was really good. Dan and I got a lot of good work done last stream, and next week will be another Dan stream. And Dan is Furai. Heyo, good to see you. Yeah, so Dan is the musician working on the Crimson Diamond. Yeah, Candace, you also, you're a professor, you hate listening to class recordings. I don't know, the thing with the voiceover one for the trailer, it was just like I was trying to, do a thing, like I was trying to perform the script, which I'm not an actor by any means, and I think that's what made it more painful for me in particular. But yeah, so Dan stream, yeah, Dan Policar is the musician, and he's using MT32 synth Roland MT32 for the music, and next week should be a music stream, although not that I've discussed it with Dan yet. I hope that's fine. And we don't even know what we're going to be doing, so we're going to have to come up with something for him to do. Oh, sound super low? I can pump this up still. It will go higher. But I always get afraid of the hum people talk about. But I will increase the gain again. Increase the gain again. Here, how about that? Okay. So that's that. Oh yeah, Dan. So Dan next week is gonna be doing the music. Every other week we do music stream or game art dev stream. This is game art dev stream today. Next week will be music, hopefully. Okay, Dave, well, you've never heard a too loud Julia stream, nor a too much hum stream. Okay, good. Soft voice matches the music and game well. Soothing. Grindislav, who sometimes comes into chat, he streams his game dev, and he's been compared to Bob Ross because his streams are super chill. And I'd like to think mine aren't super pumped up, but I know I'm not that chilled. So if I'm softer than louder, I don't mind that at all. Okay. So, yes, Bill Kuhn, this is the Surface Pro 2 that I'm on right now. The Surface Book 3 is long gone. Ahoy, Justin Paul. Good to see you. If you wanna drop a link for Panzer Paladin, please do. Panzer Paladin is an awesome game Justin Paul made, and fellow Canadian that I got to meet at PAX West PAX East. PAX East this year a million years ago. Hey Lace, good to see you too. Hey. So yeah, Panzer Paladin, awesome. Yes, Candace. So Candace, I got the Surface Pro 2. I love it. And you got the 6 recently? I just recently returned the Surface Book 3. Sean Baby. Sean. I saw you followed a few minutes ago, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if the Sean will come. Sean Baby, it's a you. Okay, so why don't we skip over a few things and just dive right into one of the things I wanted to show that it was perfect timing, because SeanBaby.com is, yes, you're fighting you're fighting a baby, and you're also a baby. And you might not be super responsive. If you're completely non-responsive, that's a different problem altogether. But if you're a little not responsive, then that's fine and totally understandable. Okay, Bill Kuhn got another Surface Pro 2 from eBay last week. How much was it, Bill Kuhn? Just out of curiosity. Not that I'm going to buy another one. I need to upgrade. Okay, so SeanBaby.com is Sean Baby from the internet. And he does this weekly writing thing. It's a Patreon thing called 1-900-HOT-DOG, and I've made a little link thing for him today. 1-900-HOT-DOG. $91 including shipping, Bill Kuhn, for Surface Book 2? Surface Pro 2? Holy cow. Hey, Doug Bugger. Good to see you. Oh, good, and you came here from the retweet. Sweet. Good. Welcome. I love seeing new people. So 1-900-HOT-DOG. Yeah, every weekday themed humor articles that are actually funny. I don't laugh easily, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess people's tastes differ. I don't laugh easily. I think they're very funny. And I was so fortunate that I got to read a bunch of Sean Baby's articles and other people who write for the site, their articles as well, for research for the piece that I did for him, which was a 7-month anniversary for 1-900-HOT-DOG. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, so also they do a podcast. Him and Brockway do a podcast, the dog I don't know if it's how to pronounce that, the Dog Zone or the Dog Zone 9000. Their most recent podcast was talking about the preeminent romance advice author, Godac. And it was very comprehensive. Sean takes you through Godac's entire bibliography, which is more complicated than you would imagine. He's the foremost expert on Godac, and I recommend it. There's a link for that particular episode in those links as well. Okay. The fourth Z, well, Z because you're a Yankee. The fourth Z is silent. The fourth Z is silent. The hot dog. Oh man, I can't count. Yes, it's basically one book rewritten 400 times. Is Godac's romance books, and they have I'm not usually a very critical person. I'm very positive, but if you listen to the podcast, you can see why Godac is kind of, well, he's a success story, which is a good thing. But anyway, I would recommend it. So it's him, it's Sean Baby, it is Brockway, and they have a guest who is an expert on love, April O'Neil, who comes in and is a lovely guest to discuss the romance advice in Godac's books. And well, I just think you should listen because it's pretty great. Yes, Deluxe Talks, Sean Baby is top quality content. Yeah, he used to write with Cracked, same with Brockway, a bunch of other people. Yeah, he's wonderful. Really great stuff. So without further ado, let's take it over to the piece that he shared on Twitter that I worked with him on. And let's see if we can find that. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, yes. So Sean Baby says, that he really tries to pick targets everyone will feel comfortable hating. I don't know. Yeah, hate's a bit of a strong. I don't know if I hate Godac. I kind of admire. You gotta kind of admire Godac in a way. Yes. Okay. Yes. Sean Baby clarifies. April O'Neil, dear friend, prolific adult entertainer. She was a sweetheart on the podcast. And apparently it is not her real name. But if you were gonna pick a name for yourself, I think April O'Neil is probably the best name to pick. Yes, Canadians refer to their southern neighbors as Yanks or Yankees, because that's south of us. We don't go much more south. Yeah, so this is CGA. So this piece was for 1-900 Hot Dogs, a 7-month anniversary. So what this is, I mentioned 1-900 Hot Dog is a humor site, like a Patreon-based humor site, where every day of the weekday there's a different themed article, and they're amazing. This piece in particular celebrates 25 of their most popular articles. And so what I got to do was I got to read more than 25 of the articles and kind of come up with, well, Sean Baby also came up with some of the visuals, but some visuals I came up with as well based on the articles that I read, which is actually my favorite way of making illustrations, because I started out as an editorial illustrator. I worked with the New Yorker, Business Week, National Post, Maclean's up here in Canada, and my favorite thing to do is to get an article and to read it, to digest it, and come up with a visual metaphor to represent that article. That was my number one focus when I was in college, and it's still my favorite type of work to do. So when Sean Baby approached me to do this piece, I was super duper pumped, because first of all, yeah, I'm familiar with Cracked from way back in the day. The writing is really good, and I get to scratch that editorial illustration itch that I have not scratched in a really long time. Hey, elusive goalie, good to see you. Yes, so yes, we're gonna go over a few of these pieces. I'm gonna do a close-up, but I'm just gonna do a quick GIF animation of the process to show you guys what that looked like. If I can find it, here it is. Okay. Oh, let's turn that off. Yes. So it started out just a wire-framed piece. When I sent Sean the rough, it was just the first, this frame here, the wire frame. And what I had to do is I gave him a version with numbers on it, I think, because I wanted to make sure the composition was spaced out. All the areas of interest were not all in one area. I wanted to make sure there was stuff all over the place. So that's what that looks like as I was building it up. I used the iPad. I used Medibank Paint on iPad for most of this, except for the last step, which is adding all the dithering. I still prefer Photoshop for doing that type of work, because it has quick mask, has layer mask, and that's what, when I lay down the dithering, that's what that's all about. So I would say 90% of this was done on the iPad. The last 10% I finished with Photoshop. But let us move on to just a close-up of the final. Yes, hey, elusive goalie. Yes, Cortland 12, Double Dragon, yes. Okay, can I tell you, I'm gonna actually bring it to the Photoshop view, and I'm gonna show you the close-up of some of the stuff that's in here. So, okay, so why don't we take a look at the Double Dragon? Oh, let's take a look at that Double Dragon poster. I was so excited because, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to render the Double Dragon poster in CGA glory? So there's that, first of all. Thanks, Sean Baby. So this one I love because, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the guy who plays one of the twins, I don't know if it was Billy or Bammy or whoever, is the guy who plays Chairman Kaga on the American version of Iron Chef. And he's a martial artist, for sure. And his whole thing is these shoe toes, which have the thumb up. And so I was glad in a single pixel I could capture his thumb up shoe toe. Mark DeCascos, Sean Baby, thank you. And yeah, I was glad that could still carry through. I don't know if you can see my hand, but I'm doing the shoe toe with the strange thumb up. Right. And yeah, as Sean Baby did mention, there is there's a wealth of stuff in here. So there's 25 pieces in this. And so we have, one of the pieces was about Iron Fist villains. and it's it's not the best rogues gallery. It's probably not even the fifth best rogues gallery, but it is pretty funny. And so this is Drom the Backwards Man, I believe. I can't remember what his name is. Yes, Drom the Backwards Man. So Drom the Backwards Man had a chrono mirror, and so when I read the article, I was thinking, you know, we're doing a lot of like VHS cassette cases on this piece, and we're doing a lot of books. So why don't we have like a Drom the Backwards Man action figure, which probably never existed for good reason, and let's put him in the bathroom because I do have you know, so we've got like this bedroom, and then across the hall you've got this bathroom. And I said, well, yeah, if I put Drom the Backwards Man on the floor with broken glass around him, it would imply that you know, his undoing, which is the breaking of the chrono mirror, which is the type of lore that only the people who read the site will ever understand, and maybe 5 other people who follow Iron Fist's lore that closely, because I get the feeling it's not one of the more popular villains to revisit. So, yes. Oh, thank you, Eating With, for catching the Bimmy and Jimmy reference. Yes, Jim Plays Games. This Rubik's Cube is melting, and I can't remember what that one was about. It was about some kind of interdimensional Rubik's Cube theorems, possibly? Yes, Sean Baby. How to solve a Rubik's Cube book that turned into a time travel story. Yeah, and so yeah, Candace. So yeah, my joke was, yeah, I put it on top of the tower case of the PC because the idea being, yeah, the CPU is running a bit hot and it's melting the cube. Yes. So yeah. So I encourage anyone, if you're into Patreon and if you love humor writing, Sean Baby he invented humor writing. He's one of the best, for sure. And I'm gonna drop down the links again. Here, Proto Man 16. I'm gonna drop Sean Baby's links again because I think it's fantastic. Is what he does. Him and Brockway, they're both really, really good. And it's not the kind of humor where you're gonna feel bad about laughing. You know, some humor in the internet is not, you know, the classiest, but his stuff walks that line really well, I think. So yeah, why don't we take another bit of a tour here? So yeah, there's a bathroom here. I tried to make all the books kind of legible, although it's kind of hard. This is 400 by 300, I believe. Yes, 400 by 300 pixels in glorious CGA. My first time working in CGA, excuse me, actually. So it was kind of an adventure for me. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. We've got, of course, this Rumble in the Bronx poster, this Jackie Chan. Oh, you know what? You can't see let me change the cursor. Yeah, we got this Rumble. I mean, I don't think I captured Jackie Chan's likeness really well here, but I think it gets the point across. Yes, oh my gosh. So Sean Baby, they did this exhaustive deep dive into the set dressing of Rumble in the Bronx, and it's I don't know what the word for it is. It's like you're glad that someone did something, but to know the things that I know now from reading those articles, it's like too much that I know now about Rumble in the Bronx's set dressing. I'm not sorry. I did not know that there was so much to know. Yes. The depth of the films, it's amazing because you know what, it's one of those things where you don't expect problems. Thanks for the follow. It's one of those things where, you know, you're watching a movie, you're just kind of in it, you're not thinking too hard about what is going on in this, but it looks like a bunch of hoarders have filled a warehouse, and they want to open up a maybe not an antique store, but some kind of secondhand store, but they never got around to it. That's kind of what it feels like. Yes, encyclopedic. Okay, so we have Jackie Chan, we have Fisto, and that's okay to say because that's his name, and I have a Fisto at home, and he is this He-Man figure right here, and he was quite a good He-Man figure. He had like one of these actions going, well, you know, like a punching action, whatever, and I was big in He-Man. That was my #1 thing growing up, actually, so I'm so glad I got to render Fisto in CGA. Yes, Yeah, Elusive Goalie. If you're going to go in for over analysis, a Sean Baby, Maxim X-E. I'm not sure what XE is, but yes, they're the best. It's the best writing ever. Yes, Stinkor. I had Buzz Off. He was called Buzz Off. I was going to call him Bumblebee, but I know that's a Transformer, and Dan would get angry because I misnamed a Transformer. Oh, that's a tip to get along with goth people. Sean Baby has just shared with us. He used to scream Skeletor at goth people so that they would like him, and it always worked. Skeletor is cool. I loved Evil Lynn too. She was kind of fun. Yeah, it was my I watched She-Ra because it came on right after in the afternoon, but yeah, He-Man was my jam. What else do we have? Okay, so we have that. We have this portable Donkey Kong machine. We've got, yes, this beautiful Double Dragon poster I faithfully recreated. We've got some books in here. There's How to Goodbye Depression, which, I think it's a useful thing to try to do. But I don't know if this book is the best resource, but anyway, that's that. We got a Birdman, Harvey Birdman type of thing, figure. A Hulk Hogan VHS, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, I believe that was. Marshall Dance. Yes. Yes, the cure for depression, according to this author in particular, was to contract your buttocks. Expect problems. No, this is not a room for the Crimson Diamond. Unfortunately, this is all 1-900 Hot Dog. I don't know. I mean, that feels like just a poster, Sean Baby. Contract your buttocks to relieve depression sounds like a paragraph and not an entire book, but I've not seen the book, so maybe it's got lots of pictures. Yes, it's definitely CGA. No, I don't think Sean Baby is not related to Sean Paul. I mean, I could be wrong, so please, Sean Baby, if you are related to Sean Paul, I'm so sorry if I just assumed that you weren't. Wow, so it was a 300-page book on how to contract your buttocks. Huh. Okay. Yeah, 2 Seans are better than 1. But yeah, Sean Paul does not come into this too much. It related up like second degree of relation here because yeah, Dan is the keyboardist for Sean Paul and is going to be doing a music stream next week, hopefully, if he says that he can. Yes, okay, so buttocks. Is that what the captioner is saying? I don't say that word very often, so I'm kind of uncomfortable saying it. Yeah, the pentagram is for a satanic coloring book, I believe was the idea for that. And the sticker on the side of the screen is somebody called Popsicle Pete, and I don't know a heck of a lot about him. There was not a lot about him on the internet. Except for some really grainy scans of him, but I suspect there's more to him than meets the eye. Yes, 6 degrees of Sean Paul. So we have, I guess this would be 3rd degree Sean relation because I worked with Sean Baby, I worked with Dan works with Sean Paul. So that's how close that is. Oh, Popsicle Pete was a boy who won the most typical boy contest in 1949. Then he became a nightmare drum major 2 years later. That's probably really competitive. Recta Pete, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I think nightmare drum major in particular is a hard one to get. Okay. So what else do we have here? We have My Life's Fight. That's that on top of the monitor here. We've got Jokes for Minecrafters, which probably is the worst. It might be the worst book that I had to read about, apart from the Godac stuff. The Godac is not trying to be funny. So there's something kind of worse about something that tries to be funny that is not funny at all, I think. The only thing Godac needs to do to be worse is to write a joke book about romance. Elsie Hub, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the Jokes for Minecrafters is like all those books you would buy from the Scholastic Book Fair that were joke books about, I have one that's based on food jokes, 101 food jokes. And that's about the level, but it's somehow worse. At least there were illustrations, so I'm happy that an illustrator, I'm assuming, got paid to do work in that book, so that's good. So that's a good thing. Godac, I don't know if Godac has illustrations in his books. So that would be a point for Jokes for Minecrafters. Other stuff we have in here. We have, on the doorknob here, we've got I had to look up what this was called. I guess it's called a doorknob hanger. Oh, Godac Prince Kathy comics in the books? I bet Kathy would come after him for that. Yeah, so this is this doorknob hanger is a book that Sean Baby writes about called 1001 of, what was it, the best places to have sex in America. And apparently a lot of them are bathrooms, so that's why it's on the doorknob leading to the bathroom. Yes, Sean Baby, it is weird. Just a little weird. And then moving down, we have something that might resemble a Pokemon. I don't know if it does or not. There was an article about Pokemon who look like... What's the like good way to say it? Then Pokemon who look like adult toys? Yes, adult toys. I'll go with adult toys. Yeah, Bill, I don't know how the bathroom's ever a good place. And considering Drom and his busted up chrono mirror is on the floor, I don't think this is that great of a place. But anyway, you know, I don't know. I haven't read the whole book. I just read the article. That's pretty much what I'm going on from here. Yeah, they had to fill 1001 places, but at least 5 of those places are bathrooms. So I don't know. Have you tried to name 1001 places at all? Not even just related to anything in particular? Yes, men's room, ladies' room, airport bathroom, Denny's bathroom. Yes. Okay, so now we have the Godac Boomerang, which there was a boomerang mentioned in one of the Godac books as a romance tip. You're supposed to write a note on a boomerang for your beloved, which I believe the tip was. And as tips go, I can't confirm or deny that would work. I don't think anyone has. I think that's kind of what he's counting on. Yes, Sean Baby, I will always come back to you. Something like that. Okay. And then the thing here on, yes, they had to fill 1001 places. Candace, thank you. What else do we have? So beside the book Godac Boomerang, we have one of those books. They come in books, they come in calendars. It's like position of the day type of thing. And I'm actually really happy. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me move it up. It's just right near the bottom here. Yeah, it's these books that have position of the day, and all the positions are ridiculous. And I think I really captured that cover really well. I think I recognize this book. Hello, Anna. Good to see you. Yeah, Sean Baby, Godac likes to put puns on everyday objects. Oh, thank you, Sean Baby, I appreciate that. Yeah, Godac likes to put puns on everyday objects, which... It's not like Carrot Top, but it's kind of like Carrot Top, and it's, you know, it's about as funny. Okay, next. We have Bolo Young's Shoot Fighter 2, which this is another one where I'm really proud that I got a lot of the writing on the side of the VHS because of the resolution we're working at and the number of letters that are in Shoot Fighter. What else do we have? Along the bottom we have The Minis, which is a Dennis Rodman movie about Dennis Rodman teaching a basketball team of dwarfs, I believe is what that is. That movie rules. I'll take your word for it. And beside that we have Nightman, which is supposed to look like just like a tape that you would tape off the TV like we used to. I don't know much about Nightman beyond that. Yes. Okay. And I think, oh, you know what? Oh yeah, this one was this script thing with the bookmarks. That is like script revisions that celebrities made on action movies, which is fascinating. It is. That was a weird one. Okay. So, that's that. What else do I have to talk about with that? Yes, notes actions 90 stars must have given for the scripts. Yes, 100%. Oh yeah, I was going to show you some the layer breakdown of this one overall, because this is the working file for this. So what we have, you know, just some strengthening of some light and shadow to emphasize some pieces in here. We've got some of these. Oh yes, the tile floor down here. There is. I wanted to punch up the outlines, so I did some of that work. This piece was just on its own because I was having trouble positioning it on the shelf. Here's where the dithering comes in. So you can see what I love about this particular palette of CGA. When you're dithering with the magenta, it changes everything instantly, and it doesn't clash. The white with the white with the magenta on this rear wall does not clash. Actually, it resolves really nicely to a gentle pink. And even better, when you dither the cyan and the blue, you get this gorgeous purple. I'm really fond of that. And when you dither those two, it really stands out from the cyan a lot. Just the plain cyan. Oh, thank you. Sean Baby says he loves how I broke up the angles in so many ways. Yeah, this piece was it's a bit of a feat of composition. I wanted there were 25 points, 400 by 300 resolution. I wanted it to be visually interesting. I needed it to fit in one kind of perspective in a way, and I wanted it to be like a place, a setting, and hopefully I was able to do that okay. Oh, good. Sean Baby says it was much more dynamic than he imagined it. I'm really pleased you say that. Like, that makes me feel really good, because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to make stuff like pop. I want to make stuff look cool. I want to take the stuff that you've written, and I want to come up with a clever visual solution. That's the stuff I live for. And I do miss that part about not doing editorial illustration really anymore. And that was just a function of, like magazines and newspapers. I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned this quite a lot on stream. It's hard to get, work doing that a lot of the time, because the budgets have been cut and cut. Advertising revenue has fallen in print publications, so they got their art departments. The budgets have stayed the same for like decades, really, and it's a tough business to get into. When I graduated from college, I wanted to focus on editorial illustration, and I really tried, and it's a toughie. And I'm not saying no one can do it. I know people who do, and I just couldn't, for whatever reason, hack it, and that's what kind of brought us to this point. Yeah, Bill Kenya, there are kind of two computers in this picture. One could kind of be like a TV, like an old CRT type of thing. Yeah, circa 1983, 1990. Yeah, I kind of, the smaller one is, like an earlier, I guess, and this one is, I kind of wanted to make it look kind of television-like, because I kind of put an NES underneath here. There's a suggestion of an NES down there in the shadow. Oh yeah, and so what I did was, this was my first CGA piece, so what I did was I just looked at a few references, and what is interesting, when I didn't really do this, oh no, this is not good, that's not good, but wow, that's not good. So it's kind of hard to tell, because this is not the proper aspect ratio. But what's interesting with this Commander Keen piece is the dithering. They do the checkerboard dithering, but it also looks like they're doing like a grid dithering, where the squares are kind of lining up perfectly, and it does create a different texture and a different kind of color. And I didn't explore that in this piece that I did for Sean Baby. I just did typical, standard dithering here. There's no kind of custom stuff. I mean, for instance, the grid dithering I'm talking about, which you don't see that often actually, it would be something where you do this type of thing. But this is only really effective on large areas. Otherwise, it can be confusing for people to look at. Oh. Yeah, oh, so yeah, yeah, so this tower, yeah, I did look at a lot of references for towers and stuff, like the most typical looking tower possible. But yeah, this is supposed to be an NES under here. Just a suggestion of one. I mean, it doesn't really read that well, but then also these are some wires, controller wires, and etc. Nothing's plugged in here though. But the idea was that would be your CRT, your small television that would be hooked up to the NES. And that's kind of what that is. But yeah, so yeah, this grid dithering, I did not do that style. It just, it's a different technique. I mean, you can definitely do it, but maybe if I, spent more time on it, I would have explored that more. But yeah, I haven't done that. Yeah, so there is that style, and another thing to think about is keeping things consistent as well, because the back wall here is pretty light. I wanted to make the walls facing the other way the same color. That's why the door is the same color as this one. The cooler color recedes, so that's further back, kicks us further back. What else? Not much. There's some breathing area at the bottom left. The hallway carpet kind of brings us in. Welcome to 1-800 Hot Dog. Oh good, John Baby, perfect. We'll say it's a reference to one coming up next week called Dear Nintendo, my life is a goddamn mess. It's Letter Lunatics wrote. Oh cool, Letters Lunatics wrote to Nintendo Power. Nice. So I'm gonna drop those Sean Baby links again. Those 1-800 Hot Dog. They printed anything. That's amazing. There's all those letters. What Ted L. Nancy. Those books. I really enjoyed those books that Ted L. Nancy wrote called Letters from a Nut. I believe he wrote to a bunch of different places, and got humorous responses back. There was one in particular that I enjoyed from the Ted L. Nancy books where he writes to a stadium or a movie theater and he asks them what the etiquette is for passing someone in an aisle, like when people are sitting down and you need to get to your seat but they're sitting and you have to move past them. Should you face them or face away from them? It's a whole thing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think when you're passing someone and you have to get to your seat, should you face them or do you turn around and just face away from them? Okay, so tower systems were at least 386. Okay, yeah, I did not. I don't know how accurate I ended up being, and the only one on the left could be a PC XT. Gotcha. Oh, the one on the right. Okay, the one on the right is PC XT. Okay, right. Okay. Face away. Okay. So we have. Looks like most people are saying. Most people are saying face away from the person, so you can't even say excuse me as you pass them, because I guess the good thing about facing them, if you're passing them in a narrow space, is you can say, oh, excuse me, because you can't really do that when you're facing away from them. I see. Hey, Dan. Dan's here. Dan, yes. Welcome to stream, Dan. Dan, can you stream next week music stuff? Is that possible? Face the person and cough on them. Thank you, Dan. You had that. Dan has always the worst response for everything. Okay. Yeah, so Dan's the musician who works on the game, and so people are saying, okay, there are some mixed opinions about facing forward or facing backwards when you're passing somebody. Face toward them. Oh my goodness. Cover crotch with popcorn, Tonda. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. But yes, the Ted L. Nancy books are really good. So that would be it would be a good article to look forward to. Okay. So another piece I was looking at, and this one I think I took a little bit of a cue from more than the other one visually, is this beautiful CGA rendering of Tetris. So this is using your standard dithering passes, right? Where it's just the checkerboard, nothing fancy here. This is just, but that's pretty much what I did with mine. But I really can't get over how lovely that purple color is. Although, don't think I did any white and cyan dithering on mine. Oh, missed opportunity. You can't do everything, I guess. But I think maybe have covered the rest of those combinations. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get rid of that one here. So what else can we look at here? So yes, if we take the black out, yeah, so a lot of this started out solid color. We moved into where the black was going to be. That's just all the black, the effect of that. And then this is the effect of the cyan on top, or the magenta on top. Oh, Ferrari, interesting. You're looking at your phone either way, so it doesn't matter which way you're facing as you pass by the other person. Dan, we're doing well tonight. Yeah, so we've got some wonderful people in here. We have the lovely regulars. We got some new faces, which I always love. Dan, thank you for your subscription. Sweet. Really enjoy that. Thank you, Dan. And so, Dan, can you stream next week? Can you do that? Can we do music next week? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I was going to show... I got to just catch up on the notifications. Judge Groovy Man, thanks for the follow. Sweet. Okay, so... other things I was going to show. There's not much else to this, although, yeah, I kind of was thinking, starting off, that the carpet in the hallway would be cyan, but I felt like it was drawing too much attention. So I changed it to that other color. So there's a lot of this iteration that happens, and you won't know until you try it. But yeah, the cyan really sticks out too much. There's not a lot of solid cyan in this piece, actually. The parts that it is really, really stand out, which I guess is kind of the point. What else do we have? I think there's much else going on here. Oh, Bill Kuhn, thanks for the subscription. Sweet. I really appreciate you guys. Like, as I mentioned before, it was Dan's idea, so I owe Dan like a Coke Zero or something because we started streaming, and it's been really positive, so thank you guys for it. Just, hanging out and sharing work and stuff. But yeah, I don't think there's anything much else to show here except... Let's see what else is on the list. Okay, why don't we stick the trailer up, the new trailer that Dan and I worked on last week. So let's just get in there. Okay. Oh yes, Bill Kuhn would like to mention, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to one Twitch channel for free. That is true. I subscribe to Francisco's channel, Grunislav's channel. I don't even subscribe to Dan's. Oops. Maybe next month, Dan. Okay, so. Oh yeah, trailer. So this is, yeah, Dan. So I was telling these guys I'm going to show the trailer, but I'm not showing the trailer with the voiceover. They can go to the link in the links because I didn't want to hear my voiceover voice because I hate it. You did a really good job with it. And apparently when I sent you the audio, the file was really noisy and not good. So thank you, Dan, for saving it. But I don't want to listen to it, so we're not going to. And this the title card is like that because I had to submit that for something. That's the only reason. So just ignore it or not ignore it. Well, I'm playing the theme song right now, which is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Dan's the sound guy. He did a really good job with the editing. We got a lot of good work done. Did you mention yet, Dan, if you can come next week and stream? Just say yes or no, it's fine. It's fine either way. Yeah, Bill, can I put the video up? I think it was yesterday, possibly. But here we go. This is the whole thing. That's that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Void 3. You like the water rippling. Judge Groovy Man. Oh, good, you're new here. Welcome. Welcome to stream. You're new here. Haven't seen this before, and this is blowing your mind. I love it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're just since about, I guess, March, we've been streaming, sharing game development stuff, music stuff. So on Dan's music streams, he'll compose a bit here and there, and we'll work that into the game. Yes. Thanks, Justin Paul. Yeah, I really do like the trailer. The only part I don't like is the part that I did, so I think that's okay for me to say. Okay, next. Oh, Thunderfist 1978. Thanks for the follow. Yes, so next thing, dev update. Quick dev update. So yes, the upgrade, the failed upgrade saga of the Microsoft Surface Book 3 is almost finished. It is just hanging on there. They have not refunded the Microsoft Slim Pen yet. I'm waiting on that. Anytime between Wednesday and Friday of this week, I should have a refund. If I don't, I'm supposed to bother them again, which I don't want to do, but I'll do that. I see Dan, can you, I guess this is not a good time to ask you if you want to stream next week for music. Yeah, Dan, as he should be, Dan is big on the music and sound, because that's what he's doing. Okay. Dev update. Oh, yes. So, PSA for anyone, any artist who is trying to be clever like I was trying to be clever and thinks, I don't need to get a Cintiq, because if I get a Microsoft Surface Book 3, it's a tablet PC that actually has, you know, some oomph to it. You can get one with a not like a separate GPU, etc. I can use that. It's just as good as a Cintiq. It's even better than a Cintiq because it's a computer and the tablet PC where you can actually draw on it. That is not the case. Do not make that mistake, because it was a mistake. Because the Entrig tech and drivers that they use and have been using since Microsoft Surface Pro 3 onward are not good enough for artists. And that is just the case. And I tried. You guys know I tried. I tried like 12 different things. I tried 3 different pens. It can't. It's not good enough. So we had Foster Shop. I don't know why I say that. Foster Shop. Foster Shop a few weeks ago was in here on stream, on chat, saying he asked people in his office, and he works for Adobe, if there were any tablet PCs that will run Photoshop that are good options, and they said no. They said Wacom peripherals. So the plan is, after the Microsoft Slim Pen gets refunded, I'm going to look at the Wacom Mobile Studio 13. It is a tablet PC that Wacom makes. It's probably the only tablet PC that is running Wacom drivers, like the Microsoft Surface Pro 2 did, which is what I'm working on right now. And so there aren't any real options otherwise. Although, I don't know if Huon or those other places have tablet PCs, but I just, at this point, after all that wasted time last month trying to get this stuff to work, I just want something to work. And I know that it probably will. Oh, I see. So Dan says he can only stream next week if I play the voiceover for the trailer. I see. Them's fighting words. For real? I don't even know if it's here. Is it here? Hold on, let me just check the sources. Audio mixer. Oh yeah, it just turned all the way down. So if I play it with the voiceover, Dan, you are coming next week to stream music? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh hey, John tries hard. Good to see you. This mug. It's a koi pattern, like a carp pattern that I made, and it's on Society 6. And I did not update my links to include my Society 6 store. But if you go to the website, the crimsondiamond.com, there's a link. Oh no, it won't even be there because that's a separate Society 6 store. Gah. I forgot to make a link to that. Okay, fine. This is the large size mug that they have. So there's 2 sizes on Society 6 that you could order. This is the larger one. No, I'm not going to lip sync the VO trailer. Fine, we'll play it. We'll play it. Maybe I'll go somewhere else and we'll play it. Okay, let me see. Let me see the audio mixer for that. Oh, thank you, Godac PT. Welcome to stream. Good to see you, and thanks for the link to my own Society 6 page, which I totally forgot. There are two. There's one for Crimson Diamond stuff, which is in. I don't know if it's in the links that I have. Do I have that? Did I do that? Do my own links have my site? Nope. Anyway, you can find the link for the merch for the Crimson Diamond stuff on my webpage. But that is for my when I was doing more illustration. That is the Julia Minamata Society 6 store is where like all my pattern stuff is. Where this is my ramen shirt. The ramen shirt is also there. Okay. Oh yes, I should introduce myself. I forgot to do that. I'm Julia Minamata. I'm the solo indie game dev behind the Crimson Diamond, and it's a text parser mystery adventure game set in Canada. And Dan is doing the music. He was doing the music, and he stopped doing it until I play the trailer that he made for me with the voiceover. After I play the trailer with the voiceover, he's back on working on the music. So I'm using Adventure Game Studio to make the game. We'll play the trailer and you can see what that looks like. Again, didn't we just play the trailer? We'll play the trailer again. Oh wow, someone on Reddit was talking up the Crimson Diamond and Rosewater yesterday as two of their most anticipated games. Sweet. I don't post on Reddit. That was suggested and I probably should do that eventually, but I haven't. That's the whole story. I should, but I haven't. Yes, hi, you're Dan. You used to work with Julia until 15 minutes ago. I'm gonna play the thing. I feel like we just played it, so we'll play it again. John, thank you, John Tries Hard. You're in love with pretty much everything that's happening right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll play the thing, and I'll try to not hear myself talk.
In Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way.
Oh, the audio wasn't working? Okay. Darn. Oh man, Dan, I can't make it work. It's not working. Oh, cool, John Tries Hard. Hugo's House of Horrors was one of the first PC games you ever played. Yes, I love Hugo. Oh, it was working? Okay. You want to start it again, but I'll pump up the volume because I didn't do this sound test for it, so that's why it's probably that quiet. Yeah, I love Hugo's House of Horrors. That is another solo indie game dev back in the day. David P. Gray designed defense systems in the UK, but he decided he wanted to make little games instead, which I love. Fine, we're gonna do, okay, one more time. I'm gonna pump it up to like 60%, and then if it's not loud enough, it's fine. We're gonna move on. We gotta move on. Up to Big Julia volume. Okay, fine.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac.
Okay, done? Is it done? Great. Okay. I couldn't even hear it, which is awesome. Okay, everyone wins. I didn't have to listen to it, and then Dan is happy again. Dan, are you streaming next Tuesday? Are you going to do music on the stream next Tuesday? We don't know, Dave. Well, we don't know if it's pronounced itch.io, itch.io. Didn't know. And another thing, Jim plays games. I don't mind listening to myself when I'm watching back these streams, it's just that particular context. For some reason, it just bothers me. I can't even explain it. Oh, good, Dan, you signed on back to work on the Crimson Diamond. Welcome back, Dan. Okay, so let's go through this. Have I gone through everything? Okay, so we're gonna go into some work finally, and then after work, I've got another fun thing to show. So we're gonna start in on that. Oh, you know what? I didn't put the music back on. Let's put the tunes back on. Okay. So I guess that means Dan is streaming next week. Crimson Diamond music development. Wonderful. Good to hear it. Very happy. John tries hard. Thanks for the follow. So we're going to close this up. We're going to get to work. We're going to get to some work. Now I can... Tunes. Yes, we're back on tunes. So this is where we are. Oh, what is this? Oh, yes. Okay. That's what that is. Okay, so I mentioned that this is where we're at right now with the exterior shot for the art. And I was not entirely pleased with my treatment of the clouds in this piece. Yes, now work. We must do some work. It's been an hour since we got started, and we're only getting into it now. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I can show? I can show what it looks like in its current state in the demo, which is this. This is, oh, you know what? It doesn't look, I did update it. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the demo, and this is where we are with it now. So that's kind of nice. It's all right. Yes. Okay. So yes, day of work. I'm going to show you guys some examples of EGA clouds, and I'm going to talk about what solution I'm going to go for. And the style is not necessarily. I would just say this particular way of doing the clouds, I would say, is for this game that I've chosen. Yes, come a long way, and it took a while to get here, and I feel like the end is near. That sounds bad. That's to be positive. I feel like we're almost finished. Okay. So for this, I'm going to show a bunch of clouds. This counts as work because I have to show you the clouds. This one. Okay, so let's turn off this one. We're now going to look at some EGA skies. Okay. Dan still hasn't said whether he's doing a music stream next week or not. I assume he is. Okay, so this is from the Colonel's Bequest, which is my main visual influence for the Crimson Diamond. If we look, there's not a lot in terms of clouds going on here. We can see we've got the light cyan for the sky. Interestingly enough, it looks like there are white clouds, but there's also like light gray clouds, possibly. I don't know how that resolves. Beautiful tree though. Look at this tree. That is with the dark cyan and the dark green dither, which I love. It's so subtle. And see, Doug Herring, he went for the gray trunk on the trees, which I kind of took a cue from his work to do that. Yes, solid cyan here in the sky, and yes, glorious tree. The dithering is wonderful. You know, you can see the dithering here in the shadow is nice, breaks it up. And then here what we have, you know, there's dithering that's regular, but then you can kind of have dithering in any shape. You could have vertical dithering, right? This kind of gives the texture of bark, but you can see it gets closer together here, it's further out here. It's like a hand-done dithering. Same here in the shadow for the circular hedge, where he's breaking it up here to show you the shapes of the leaves a little bit. All these are really great little tricks. It doesn't have to be completely regular, and in fact, to do some hand dithering like that, it really gives, you know, especially in these trees in the background, it gives a more organic feeling, right, for backgrounds. Yeah, the regular dithering is beautiful. Yeah, and Anna, yeah, the browns, yeah, this actually has very few browns, and the only thing that's brown here is the bench, really. So you kind of wonder what kind of wood the bench is made of because the trees are gray. But anyway, I had the same problem in my game. The lodge in the Crimson Diamond is brown, but all the trees outside are gray. So don't think about it too hard. Okay, next. We have, this is a classic EGA. This is King's Quest IV. And you see, this is the cobalt blue sky. Kobold. Kobold? Yes, I got it to say kobold. And it's got white with some light cyan, which is okay, but this is the type of thing where I feel like the clouds, yeah, they could be fluffier. That's kind of why I tried on mine to break it up a little with some dithering. Yeah, Dave, I agree. Like, these clouds are not the best clouds I've ever seen. There's a bit of, like, stray pixels here, I guess, which to indicate fluffiness, maybe. But yeah, they really aren't my favorite and also, I'm not a huge fan in EGA of outlining the tops of heads and stuff. I feel like I want the top of Rosella's head to just be yellow, that color, and then maybe have some, some shading and some lines underneath, because I want her hair to look like it's glowing. But maybe they're trying to separate it from the cloud, in which case maybe don't put a cloud like right behind her head. But I do like this style. I mean, in fact, Genesta's hair, you see she's got a brown outline on her hair, so it does differentiate it from everything else, but it's not as dark. But I guess they wanted to put the focus on Rosella. I do like outlined pixel art sometimes, but I tried to stay away from that in the Crimson Diamond. I used, again, visual cues from the Colonel's Bequest. It's more like painting with pixels than drawing. It's Empire of Sin. So yes, Dan worked on Empire of Sin, which is coming out soon, I think. And that was with, John Romero, Brenda Romero and John Romero. And he did some fantastic music for that. He did some fantastic music for the Crimson Diamond, too. Next. Here's more of just, that same kind of cobalt blue sky, solid white cloud. Yeah, not a huge fan of that style either. I'm not even really that huge of a fan of the black and dark green dither for the tree. I feel like it's really heavy. But I do like the irregular dithering that does go on in the foliage. I think that's really nice. I'm just not crazy about the color. This is Leisure Suit Larry, I believe. So this is very similar in style. I love the water that's here. I love the indication of the reflection in the water. But for this one, we're looking at the clouds. And there's more going on here with the light cyan, I think, than there was in the King's Quest IV stuff. December 1, Empire of Sin is launching. That's awesome. Oh, Dave, you think King's Quest IV was the game he was looking at for cloud references? I have a cloud reference, and it kind of got spoiled because I accidentally opened the window, but I'll show you guys that one again. I love this as a sky in Leisure Suit Larry 3, I believe this is. I love this because what it does, it wonderfully gives the feeling of like smog and depth. You can just make that the Hollywood sign out in the distance. Yes, smog and haze using dark cyan and the light gray. And I think it's very effective. So looking at examples like this, I do enjoy this very much. Larry, this game, I don't know if I ever played this from beginning to end, but I do love some of the clever stuff that they did. Like even the cityscape here looks really good, I think. And here's another beautiful example. This is a beautiful shot. It's beautifully composed. Yeah, Dave, I kind of agree about the brick wall, the brick here, where it's a bit too. Yeah, the contrast is a little high on that. Like usually with bricks, it wouldn't be that high of a contrast. I guess they're trying to give the impression of bright sunlight. But hello, Pushing Buttons, Doc. Good to see you. But yeah, this is another. Look at this. This is another example of that, like shading in a way, kind of dithering, but not dithering. What they're doing is they're defining the shape of the hull with these lines that get closer and then becomes the solid color. Then we have the darker cyan, a nice edge of the light cyan to make it pop, but it's really 1 pixel thick, but it's very effective, and it does give the impression of light glinting off a metal hull. Elusive goalie. Need to get around to playing the early Larrys. Did 5 and 6. EGA remake of 1. Never played 2 and 3. Nobody played 4. Yeah, I don't actually. I've watched people let's play these games quite a bit, so I feel like I'm pretty familiar, but I've actually never played them myself. But yes, Mouse Mist. These horizontal lines are beautiful. This is great. And then again, we have the suggestion of the smog in the background, and then the light reflecting off the sand on the beach. I think this is great. I think this is very effective. And this is on the cruise. So this is again very much that same cobalt blue, white clouds, cyan territory with a bit of some stray pixels here to give it kind of like a cloudy feel in a way. It's all right. Yes, Jim plays games. I did not include any LucasArts games in this slideshow. I just forgot. But yes, Loom is beautiful. And here's another wonderful, wonderful, it's not really, I don't know if it really counts as clouds, but just the distance that happens here, where you get that beautiful sea, the way that the sea is done here. It's not just the cyan here. The cyan would have been cooler. This looks like the bright green, the light cyan dithering, and it gives that beautiful aqua color for the sea. Yeah, and I want to mention the purples. I mean, there's a great one. I think the next one, yes. So this one, it's kind of hard to tell, and I might open this up in Photoshop to give you guys a closer look. But this one is interesting because there are purples in the clouds in this one, which I thought was really interesting. And what it gives you is it gives you a feeling that the clouds are more a part of the sky, I feel. So this is cobalt sky, white cloud, but also with a dithering of the dark purple and the cyan, which is kind of genius. Yeah, Mouse Mist looks like cobalt. Cobalt is most common. But yeah, this purple and blue in here is wonderful. Really, it's not something we've seen in any of the other shots. Yes, Lace, the dithering gives a transparent effect, which does make it look more cloudy, which is what the other clouds were missing. Let's see, the female figure, I don't think the female figure is rotoscoped in this. It might be from a photo reference. That would be easy enough. But because it's not really animated, so there would be no need to rotoscope it really. If there is animation on here, it would have been very limited. Yes, the sun is, the lighting in this is really quite nice. Although I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the black-gray beach in this. Although maybe None Tonight is known for black sand beaches, because those do exist. But I'm not sure if that's the case here. Okay, next. Here is, this is another interesting variation of the white cloud on a cobalt background. Police Quest 2? 3? I don't know. I've never played any Police Quest, I'm not clear. This is a light gray, dark gray cloud on the cobalt background. I'm not sure how good rotoscoped EGA would look. But yeah, so this, again, very simple cloud. I don't think it really gives me that feeling of cloudiness like the other treatments did. Yeah, and Godac PT, maybe the yellow stand would steal the focus from the girl. It's possible. They could have done yellow with maybe a gray dither to knock it back some, like the light gray with the yellow might work, although it might have been too bright anyway. So that is true. Next. Yeah, just another example of those. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of these clouds. The light gray and the dark gray on the cobalt. Here we have almost the simplest kind of cloud in Quest for Glory 1. White with a cyan outline, which, I don't know, it's not really doing much for me. Yes, Quest for Glory. But this is something, this is the same game. This is some really incredible stuff here. Look at these clouds. These are on the same cobalt blue sky. We've got dark cyan and light gray dither with some like hand-done stuff in there. This is, the cloud looks more like floating snow here. So yeah, this gives the impression of like coolness in a way. in vast distance maybe. I really love what they did in the mountains with this one and the clouds. It's a very unusual choice. I don't think it would work in our instance maybe, although I can try it and see what we think. Yes, and the cobalt, in contrast, good point, Mousemus. The contrast between the dark cyan and the light gray and the cobalt sky, the cobalt seems lighter here, and that's the magic of the color contrast that we're seeing. This is another real interesting, this is like thunderclouds more like, so this is a dark gray with some dither and some interesting use of the light, the cobalt again, cobalt. And this is the one I was looking at that would, I think, fit my application. And this is a really interesting one because the sky is not a solid color, and this is the first time we've seen one that wasn't a solid color. This one has a transition from the dark cobalt to the light cobalt with some dithering in between. There is some light gray and cobalt dithering, which gives a real transparent look to those clouds with some white interspersed to give a bit of interest. And I really like the way that this sky was done. It might be my favorite in all the EGA Sierra games that I just showed. So that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. This is even simpler. This is deeper in the desert where we have just gray. And I hadn't even considered that as a use for a color for clouds. Yep. And this is the last one. I love this because what we have is we do have a bit of that purple, touches of purple in the foreground, and we can see the way that the clouds are receding because there's less white as they go back further in and keep on laughing store. So yes, this is wonderful. Again, this is a wonderful style of cloud, and I think what helps with this sky in this one and the desert scene is that the sky is not one solid color, which gives the clouds more options in a way. Cosmic 43 says the purple cloud, the Black Cauldron, yeah, has some strange color combinations for sure. Yeah, and the floor clouds also look good. Keep-on's floor clouds. So, keeping in mind all of that, let us go back and see what we can see with this. So what I did with mine, I didn't so much do a white with a cobalt dither, really. But let's open up the one I like and see if we can't take a cue, visual cue from this, which is wonderful. Look at this. So I love the idea of having the sky actually have a color variation. So we're going to play with that and see what we can find. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And I have another fun thing to show you guys. Let's say 9:45 because we're just getting started. 9:45, I've got a fun thing that I saw that kind of came to my attention on Twitter this week, which is really super cool. And we'll share that in about 25 minutes. Okay. Yes, that's the art lesson about EGA clouds, although it's not really a comprehensive lesson because I only showed Sierra stuff. I didn't really show what LucasArts would do, and LucasArts also has their fair share of really, really beautiful clouds. EGA. Okay, so first things first. Let us I want to see globally what it will look like if I make all the white in these clouds light gray. So, first things first. First thing is finding the cyan. Where is it? Here it is. Well, part of it. See, this is where I get really messy with my layers because I don't want to, everything's on separate layers. So I'm not going to even bother because you see everything is in separate layers. So I'm just going to select all the cyan and you do a quick mask. Then we're going to quickly see if the dark gray is a good option. And this is why I love to use Photoshop for this, because these tools here are really nice to use. I was told that the Black Cauldron movie does not hold up. Is that true? I recently rewatched The Sword in the Stone, and that did not hold up very well. So let's fill that in with the light gray. Oh, that's making you a new layer. Yeah, it's not going to do it for me. What if I dithered the white as dark gray? Did I make... Maybe that's what I meant. Maybe that's what I meant with the white. That's not doing it for me either. Okay, that's definitely not a thing. Okay, so we're going to try the we're going to try to use this technique, this desert technique, and see if that's going to be the way forward. So to completely duplicate this, I'm going to need to get rid of the pre-existing clouds, which I do kind of like, but they'll still be here, right? Okay, so why don't we try these type? So get the dark color in. So I wonder if I should put the dark color closer to the ground and then transition to the lighter color. That's what my instinct says, but I'll try it the other way around first. Dan, you love the Sword in the Stone? Did you see it recently? Ooh, Belkin says the Black Cauldron was the low point of Disney feature animation. They would have closed the department if the new CEO hadn't come in to revise it. Interesting. Yeah, Belkin, I hear that the animated movie was not really faithful to the actual Black Cauldron book. Okay, so let's get in here. Actually, no, first thing we should do before we start messing around too much is save this as a different file, because in case I can't get my clouds back the way I like them. Okay. So why don't we get in here with some of this? Actually, do we just want it to be really super, like so? And then we'll dither it back. Why don't we give that a shot? Dither it back with the cobalt. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now I have to change this color. This is like, okay, there. That's what we want. Okay. Hey, Sean, baby, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And I'm so happy you're happy with the art. I'm gonna drop both those links again, just so, there you go. But yeah, Sean Baby is humorist, online humorist, who is the brains behind 1-900 Hot Dog along with Brockway, and it's a weekday themed humor articles, and it's Patreon based, and they honestly do really good work. I'm a big admirer, a big fan, and they also have a podcast, The Dog Zone 9000. Where the latest episode that I heard was the one with Sean Baby Brockway and April O'Neil talking about Godac, the romance author, and I recommend it highly. They are very good. But yeah, again, Sean, thank you so much. I loved working on it. It was, like I said, it really scratched my editorial illustration itch that I've been having, and it's my favorite kind of thing to do. So it was my pleasure. Oh, Deluxe Tux. His Dark Materials, those books are really amazing. I'm a huge fan. I really am. Those books, they're written really well. The writing is very nice. So, let's see here. Oh, you know what? Did I get the right color? Did I get the right color? Did I make this the wrong color? I feel like, yep, made it the wrong color. I wanted the other one. The HBO His Dark Materials, it's okay. It's okay. It's better than the movie was. But I haven't seen it, like all of it. I've only seen little bits. But it's okay. It's really, animals are really, really cute, which is half the battle. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. Oh, cool, Bill. The Lloyd Alexander, the Purdain books are outstandingly narrated into audiobooks. Nice. Good to know. Yeah, Deluxe Talks was cool to see legit internet celebrity Sean Baby in stream today. You recall reading his site even in the pre-Cracked days, like 1999. Yeah, I really enjoyed Cracked. And yeah, Sean Baby, like, he's a really good writer. There's nothing else to say. And not only that, the stuff he finds to write about, I don't know, it's amazing. He's pro, for sure. And like, when he contacted me to do the piece, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm not doing this piece. I got to read a bunch of really funny stuff. Okay, so, I guess this is too linear, maybe? Maybe I need to bring this out more. Oh, whoops. Maybe that's what we need. We need it to be irregular. Oh, it's too wavy. It's got to be irregular in like a way that makes sense. I think that's better, but the bottom part we have to do. Yeah, the Deluxe Talks. Read the Lloyd Alexander books and let us know what you think, because I'm always curious to know. Oh, you know what? This is the problem. That's going to be a problem, because if I take this away, it's blue. I don't want that. This is where it gets messy again. Oh, that's, yeah, I'm feeling that more. Okay, except that one, not so much. There we go. Okay, so that's a start for the sky. Then we're gonna try to do this style of cloud, I guess. So Edenwaith, you do vouch for the Prydain Chronicles. Nice. Okay, so it looks like with these clouds, there is a cobalt outline to them. And then inside, they're more complicated when you really get an up-close look at them. Looks like we have, yeah, an irregular light cobalt line, which is beautiful, by the way. Yeah. And inside is the light gray and cobalt dither with some, it's not even just white in here, it's white with white dither almost. This is what I love about EGA, is when you get a real good close look at it, you can see exactly how the effect was produced. And it's amazing for me to see this. Yeah, Lyra in the Dark Materials. I really do love the Dark Materials books. Philip Pullman has a beautiful style of writing. And for me, I kind of separate writers into a few categories. One of the categories is the world interesting? Are the ideas interesting? And then the other one is the writing actually really nice writing? Is it beautiful? Is it like lyrical? Does it have good rhythm? That's a completely other thing. And when I can find both of those in the same books, then that's wonderful. Because sometimes I've tried stuff where the ideas are interesting, but the writing's not interesting to me. And then the other way around, I don't know if I've seen, where it's really interesting writing, but the actual subject is not that interesting. I don't even know if that happens. But I've definitely seen the one where ideas are good, the writing not so good. Yeah, Dan, The Golden Compass is the Philip Pullman stuff. His Dark Materials series. Yeah. Those ones are excellent. Madeleine L'Engle from A Wrinkle in Time. That book is another one with really good writing. If I could recommend that. That's a pretty short book. I mean, it's a whole series, but the first book is the absolute best one, I'd say. A Wind in the Door is also really good. Then they kind of fall off for me. I've forgotten most of them. Okay, so let's try these clouds. So I'm going to use a cyan, light cyan. Ooh, this is tricky. I might have to use a completely separate color because if I try to use cyan to draw these clouds, I'm going to lose track of them real quick. Ursula Le Guin is also a very good writer who has really good ideas. She has both. Actually, that's not bad. I can probably pull that off. Yeah, Eden With You read A Wrinkle in Time in 6th grade. That book still holds up because I read it recently and it's really good. Even the first sentence is really good. And I recommend it for sure. Yes, A Wrinkle in Time is a masterpiece. And it was written in like, when was it, the 60s? 70s, 50s? I forget. It was written like quite a long time ago, but it's utterly timeless. Another author, of course, Terry Pratchett is another one who has really good ideas, really good characters, and writes really well. That's another recommendation. Okay, so let's get in here. And in fact, I might actually use my stylus, which for the Microsoft Surface Pro 2 is a Wacom bamboo stylus, which you can just buy Wacom stylus and it works fine. And it's wonderful and perfect and never gave me a moment's trouble. Yes, Earthsea series. Bilkun, I need to read the Earthsea series. I hear good things. I know Studio Ghibli did an Earthsea movie that has apparently nothing like the books. Let's see if I can draw these clouds without completely losing track of what I'm doing. What kind of shapes do I want? Let's try this. Oh, Deluxe Tux, you're in the middle of Discworld? Ooh, in for a treat. You want to tackle all 41 books. I really liked, one of my favorites is not even one that's in really one of the series of books. I really like Small Gods. I thought Small Gods was wonderful. I love Reaper Man. Reaper Man's one of my favorites. I love the Tiffany Aching series, which is not, it is on the Discworld, but it's considered a separate series. I really love that series of books. Wrinkle in Time, 1963, won the Newbery Medal. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, 1962. It's a really good book. Ooh, Kilgore Trout was showing off a big box copy of Discworld. Holy cow. Yeah, that is a beautiful cover. I think that was a Josh Kidby cover. Josh Kidby. There's two guys that do the art, and they have very similar names. Josh Kidby did the painted oil paintings, which I loved. And the other guy took over because I think Josh Kidby died. Sakana Kao. Good to see you. Good evening. But yeah, Discworld is great. What other ones did I like? You know, I like the witch books. I like the City Watch is very nice. But I think Reaper Man sticks in my head. I like Cohen the Barbarian too. Those ones are also good. I think I really like Feet of Clay. Okay, so let's get into these clouds. Let's see. Man, I don't even know where to start. Yes, and Eric Idle does a voice in the Discworld. The Discworld game. At least the first one, I think. There are 2 games, right? I think. Okay. So where it gets tricky, I don't want to hit the building, so I'm going to select for both of these colors and nothing else, and I'm going to save this selection as sky. Oh, sucking at cow, you only ever played the demo version of Discworld, but you played the demo over and over. I've never even played the demo of it at all, so you're definitely ahead of me. Illuminated Space, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. I love seeing all these faces. Well, not seeing all your little names in the chat. So, yes, I'm gonna do some more clouds and we're gonna try to fill them in. I guess I'll fill it in with solid color and then dither it back. Oh, thank you, Illuminated Space. You like the way the pixel art looks? It's been a long time coming. Oh my goodness. This piece is taken, let's not even think about how long this has taken. Although we do take frequent breaks. Yeah. I have no excuses. I have none. Let's see, let's move over here. Oh no, I don't like that. If Eric Idle contacts me and says he wants to voice Nancy Maple, there's no way you would say no. Of course not. Of course not. Oh wow. Dan, you finished your HTML, CSS, JavaScript intro while on stream? So you haven't been paying attention? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Quest for Glory 2, Sucking at Cow. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're using this Quest for Glory 2 screenshot. And it's, yeah, this sky, I showed a slideshow of a bunch of EGA skies in other Sierra games. And this one is head and shoulders above any of the other skies that we saw. Except maybe the Leisure Suit Larry skies. In terms of complexity, it's definitely the best ones. This one in particular, and the one in Keep on Laughing Shop. Just no competition. Oops. See, uh-oh. I'm gonna need to make this a different color because that's just that color. Yes, we've never worked on this piece. We've only worked on it. It still looks great. It's getting there. You know what? I think I mentioned to you guys that for my next postcard, I'm probably gonna do this as the next postcard because I need to get as much mileage out of it as possible. I was talking about this Quest for Glory 2 might be your favorite Sierra game. It's a good choice. It really is. For me, of course, I have to stick with the Crimson Diamond. The Colonel's Bequest is my favorite because it's mystery and it is the best art to me. Although the clouds were not as good, but the thing is, the clouds in most of the Colonel's Bequest are kind of like dusk time clouds, which is not really what we're going for here. Thank you, Anna. Quest for Glory EGA over VGA, 100%. Yeah. Although what's really, really cool about the Quest for Glory 1 VGA remake is didn't they sculpted out of clay the character portrait, which I totally think is so cool. So that does have it going for it, but I still much prefer the EGA, of course. Let's put let's kind of do one of those. Nope. That'll do. Okay, so we have a bunch of these clouds. We're going to fill them in with solid cobalt, and then we're going to dither them back with the gray. That's the plan. Yes, Quest for Glory 1 did claymation, the VGA version. Yes, okay, good. I'm not wrong. Yes, then Bahu plays games with EGA graphics anyway, or text parsers. Next you're going to tell me people like the Roland MT32 still. Yeah, not to say who asked me to make a animated GIF of a Roland MT32. I just decided to do that on my own, and it certainly wasn't Dan. Yes, David Holmes was on the CGG latest podcast, which is awesome. David Holmes was in Phantasmagoria, I believe, which is kind of crazy. It's wonderful, you guys. Yes, Deluxe Tux, so you've played Colonel's Bequest after coming to these streams. It's really good, but the timer mechanic would have stressed you out had you not used a guide. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like, and that's one thing I really stayed away from in the Crimson Diamond. It's really stressful. It's really stressful to think about. Why is this happening? This should be its own thing. Did I not close these shapes? Hold on, I gotta check something. I wanted to just fill these because I thought they were closed shapes. Oh, you know what? I didn't sample all layers, did I? No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. Oh, the street navigation Dan for Quest for Glory 2? It was kind of genius. Oh, 9:45. I just want to get through these clouds. I want to get to these clouds to that stage where I want to fill them in with the light gray and see if it works or doesn't work for us. That's kind of what I'm interested in seeing right now. This is a little tricky. So this piece, oh no, this used to be the eavesdropping piece in the Crimson Diamond, but Dan has since composed an original piece, which is very nice. I'm just gonna have to do this the hard way. It's fine. Which I do like this piece quite a bit. Okay, Dan, talk to you later. And I don't know if you've yet said whether or not you're going to come to do a stream next week for music. I don't know if you've actually said anything, even though I did play the trailer with the voiceover and everything. Like, I held out my side of the bargain. So tell me. Yeah, verbal conduct, and we have lots of witnesses. He said yes to Deluxe Tux? Okay. We'll assume he said yes. Although there is a bit of a difficulty with generating the music too, because I've got some stuff I'd like him to compose, but you know, use spoilers and everything, it being a narrative game. So okay, Anna, you'll speak for Dan. Perfect. Yes, yeah, Deluxe Tux. Yeah, you still need the fingerprints for the GOG copy. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. I should put fingerprint copy protection on Crimson Diamond. What do you guys think? Is that horrible? Okay, so let's clean up. Let's make this a little bit nicer. Ooh, Rama, Bilkun. That's a deep cut. Rama by Sierra. I have not played it. I barely remember it until you just mentioned it. Interesting. So, what is this going to be like? I need to fill... Should I fill with gray and then dither cobalt? I already have the cobalt. Maybe I should do it that way. Oh no, I have... Yeah, I have light cobalt. I can dither that. I'm just going to do a separate dither because I'm lazy. Okay, let's do that. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think of the best way to break this down and make this effect. Well, best being easiest. None of them take particularly a long time, but sometimes you just get stuck deciding which way to go. Oh, what's going on now? Okay. What kind of game is Rama? That's a blast from the past, holy cow. Okay, so we're going to select this stuff. Nope. Will there be clouds on the right? No, there's probably going to be trees over there to cover most of that, I'm thinking. But I don't know, we'll see. This can all be changed. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Not that one, this one. Oh, whoops. No. It's not doing what I want it to do. Then we're going to try this dither and see what we see. If this is going to work for me or not. And then after that, I'll show you guys a fun thing that you might already have seen on Twitter this week. Ooh, based on the novel Rendezvous with Rama and Rama 2 by Arthur C. Clarke. FMV first-person game, 1996. Point-and-click adventure game with 3D rendered environments, full motion video. Woo! Woo! Speaking of older science fiction, I did really like the first RimWorld book by, was it Larry Niven? I like the subsequent ones okay, but the first one was real good. Okay, so these are gray clouds. And I also read the Uplift series, I think the second book of the Uplift series, because that was the one I found at the used bookstore. And I can't remember who wrote those, but that one was fun, because it was so out there. It's like super out there science fiction, so I do recommend that. It has to do with a spaceship where the crew is made up of humans and dolphins. So half of the ship is like in water. It's pretty wild. Have you read any Stephen Baxter? I don't think I've read any Stephen Baxter. The name kind of sounds familiar though. Who wrote Altered Carbon? It's not the same guy, is it? Okay, so let's get in here. Let's try this light. Let's try this dither. Let's try, yeah, so half of them are kind of already done. Someone last week pointed out to you, Bill Kuhn, 1968 talk at a con that Larry Niven did on the social change aspects of instant transporters. Yeah, he's got teleportation in the Ringworld books. They're really, there's some cool stuff in there. There really is. Oh, Cosmic Boy, do you like how the clouds are looking so far? Thank you. I'm actually going to try the outline here that these clouds have. You can see there's a bit of a faint outline, a regular outline to these clouds. So why don't we try that just to give them a little, so they're not kind of fading out a little bit. So that I'm encouraged by the progress here. Again, this could all be fixed and adjusted, but I said that I wanted to show you guys another fun thing. So let's show you guys another fun thing. Half-Blood Chronicles, which I've never heard of. Interesting. Okay, so let's go back to, not Big Me, this one. Okay, so this one is fun. This happened this week on Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. So Neil Ciceriga is a really awesome, like a mashup musician who, actually, I have a link here. I did MD. Okay. Yeah, so Neil Ciceriga, he just released his latest album called Mouth Dreams. And I haven't heard it, but a song I really like on one of his previous albums is his smooth mashup from his album Mouth Moods, and I've left a link there in chat for you guys to check it out. As a Canadian, it kind of pleases me because it's a mashup between Bare Naked Ladies, 1 Week, and Smooth Criminal, and it's pretty fun. But yeah, so Neil Ciceriga, he came out with his latest album this week, I think, this week or last week. And Leisure Suit Larry 8 Mouth Dreams. Yes. Okay, so oh, he did Bustin' Ghostbusters remix meme song. Okay, I gotta hear that one too. Yeah, so yeah, Neil Ciceriga does awesome stuff, and this album art came out on Twitter because his album launched, and someone pointed out to me that in terms of lettering and the positioning and the color, it kind of looks a little familiar to people who have been following the Crimson Diamond for a while. You know, you don't even need this slide because you can see just in the upper corner here how funnily similar it is, which I found incredibly amusing. Yeah, he's a big YouTube guy. Yes. So I thought, hey, this is fantastic. So I could not resist. I could not resist the resemblance. So I quickly put together this, just for fun. Like, and I did post it on. Hold on, I did post it, but and he even liked it on Twitter. Neil Ciceriga liked this post on Twitter. I think it's a lot of fun. I do admire his music. I think he's really awesome. So, but yeah, that's kind of why I tried to make it look as close as possible, even in EGA. Although, you know, I made yellow diamonds. I don't even know what those are. But yeah, just a fun thing that came up this week, and I could not. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't resist posting that. And that's that. That is the only. Although there's always stuff on my desk to show, but that's the one thing I wanted to make sure I showed you guys, because it amused me. But yeah, definitely check out his mashups. He's really an awesome musician. And let's get back to this. I'm liking where it's going. I'm going to try, like I said, the light cobalt outline. So let's make ourselves another layer that we are not labeling. because that's what we do over here. It's extremely, and using our beautiful Wacom stylus that works seamlessly with pressure sensitivity on the Surface Pro 2, never to happen again, because I don't know why that is. I don't know why Wacom doesn't put their stuff on devices anymore. It makes me sad. But you know, we'll see about what my next hardware upgrade deal will be like. If I'm actually gonna try something this year or what. I feel like as soon as I get the refund for the Microsoft Slim Pen, I'm going to probably just order the next big thing to see what happens. Because, well, you know, I mean, after the last couple weeks I've been streaming on the Surface Pro 2, it's definitely doable. My biggest problem was two things. One thing was the keyboard of my battery cover is just not doing so well lately. So that was something, I just got a USB keyboard, and so that's not even a problem right now. The other thing is when it's accessing the solid state hard drive that I got, everything just chugs and lags. And so what I did was I have an older Passport style 1 terabyte drive that spins still, and for some reason it likes that one more. So I've been using that as my work hard drive. So those two are the issues two of the issues that I have with it. The other is yeah, the camera's not as good, of course, and I can't do the green screen really that effectively. It doesn't come out that well, but that's minor. Ooh, I love that name for a band, Bill Kuhn, Lemon Demon. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Bill Kuhn, my next candidate for my next computer is the Wacom Mobile Studio 13-inch edition. It is like the only tablet PC on the market, I think, now that uses Wacom, and it's made by Wacom. And it doesn't even have a keyboard, and it's really expensive for its tech loadout, and so that's ridiculous. But it is an upgrade to what I have currently, which is, yes, like a 7-8-year-old now, probably, Surface Pro 2. So I would see a performance upgrade there, and the camera, of course, is better, the built-in camera. I think it has one. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at now, because I'm not ready to give up Photoshop yet. I want to, because like I said, with the piece I did for Sean Baby, I used mostly the iPad and Medibang Paint for that. But I'm not comfortable getting rid of Photoshop yet. There's things that it does just easily, and to my mind better than anything else I found. And so I am still sticking with it, and that's kind of what's kind of in my way. Ooh, I do like that. I like those nice irregular outlines are kind of nice. Oh, Lemon Demon wrote the song The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Sweet. And then what I'm going to try is this other stuff that the Quest for Glory 2 piece has in it. I'm probably also going to break up the blue here too, the dark cobalt. I'm going to get in there with some hand dithering, as we call it now. So let's put in, oh, you know what? Is this the right thing? Yes, okay. Oh, it just was lagging. That's another thing right now. It's, I'm saving this currently to my machine, but it does lag because I'm streaming at the same time, so maybe that lag would be better on a different machine. Don't know. But it didn't look like it was working, but it was. Which one is it? Is it that one? No. Okay, it's this one. There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. So we're going to just break up this blue a little bit with some hand dithering. cough. Johnny Young Bosch. I'm not familiar with Johnny Young Bosch. The Ultimate Showdown of Johnny Young Boschity, where they substituted his name for every character in the song. That's a fun. I love spontaneous stuff like that. Yeah, this doesn't give me the right. This is not right. Nope. It's a disaster. That's a disaster. Come back. Don't do that. Nope. Just a little bit of lag, sorry. Okay. What else have we got? Oh, I don't know if I even gave my dev update this week yet. I kind of, when Sean Baby showed up, I wanted to just dive into showing the process for that. Okay, let me just look at my notes. Yeah, dev update. I'm still working on chapter 4, section 2 of 3. That's been going better because I'm not wrestling with the upgrade stuff anymore. Not trying to troubleshoot that. But yeah, I'm almost finished one section of section 2 of 3, and then I've got 2 more other things I need to do, which hopefully shouldn't take me as long as what just took me so long. And then I'll be on to section 3, which I don't think... Ooh, what's happening there? Which I don't think is going to cause me as much of an issue. Oh no, I moved something. This is what happens with the lag. Although honestly, I don't mind how that moved. It kind of gives a nice dimensionality to the clouds. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that on my own. I can just check the... Yeah, okay. Oh good, Bilkun, an update on your hardware archaeology? Wow, he successfully installed a 3.5-inch floppy drive so you can evacuate the 40 megabyte hard drive. Sweet. Oh, Cosmic Void 3, this song is... I can check that actually. This song is... Who is at... I have a list of the names of those songs, but it's not handy. This is from the Great Canadian Tune Book, which is a bunch of MIDI arrangements of Canadian folk tunes. So some of them you might be familiar with and some not so familiar. There is, I think there was En Roulant Ma Boule Roulant was on there. And there's also the Silver Birch song. But most of these are the songs I'm not really that familiar with. But it's I like it. It's like 6 hours of MIDI, so you don't get hopefully a lot of repetition. But it was the songs that I kind of showed Dan when I had the demo. There are versions of the demo that have this music in it as sort of placeholder music, and it's definitely the stuff I showed Dan to give him an idea of what I was looking for. Oh, you know what? I want to do the same breakup over here, but that's not the right color cobalt. Yeah. So let's get down there with some cobalt. And this is a very inefficient way to do all this, but that's... Sometimes it's just better to do the inefficient thing instead of trying to come up with a more efficient way to do something. Let's just do that. Oh, thanks, Cosmic 43. I'm glad you like it. I don't know. I'm not tired of it myself, listening to the same 6 hours of MIDI. But I understand if you guys eventually get tired of it, in which case I don't know what I'll do. I guess there are repositories of music that a lot of streamers might use that they don't have to worry about getting any copyright strikes or anything. So I should probably look into that. But I don't know. I'm not tired of it myself. Maybe that's something for the future. Yes, your friend Annie used to sing "Land of the Silver Bridge" all the time. I like that song. I like a lot of these songs. Video game music, Jim. Yeah, because it's almost always safe. Yeah, I know. I like people tend not to be too bothered when it's video game music. So that's good to know. So maybe I could play, I don't know, like Sierra soundtracks or something. Because I do love, I love the Dagger of Amon-Ra soundtrack a lot. I listen to that and the Colonel's Bequest soundtrack when I'm working. Well, not all the time, but just when I need to be able to settle down and focus. Oh, see, that's what happens with the lag. It's no good. Yeah. You know what I should do? I should shift this over 1 pixel. It's not lining up. Perfect. Okay. Exactly, yeah, Jim plays games. If they DMCA'd video game music, then streaming games on Twitch would become unviable. Yeah, so it's good to keep in mind. So maybe I would do like the Sierra soundtracks. Oh, Anna, you recently got the Amon-Ra. Oh, and every time your autocorrect wants to go almond raw. Raw almonds, I'm not a fan. If we're gonna get into that, I'm not a fan of raw almonds. In terms of nutrition, I guess it's better because roasted almonds have oil on them potentially, but can you get dry roasted almonds? It seems like to me a roasted almond tastes way better than a raw one. So like, there has to be some reason not to roast almonds. And the dinner of almond raw. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let's try that accident that happened, which was the clouds shifted and they got a nice edge to them. So let's try that. Before I do that, I'm going to copy this. Oops, I'm sorry I keep hitting the mic. It's right in front of my face. It's hard to get to everything else. No, that's not doing anything. Let's just paint it out. See if that happens. Ooh, you sometimes bake stuff with almond flour. Jim plays games which are pretty nice and high in protein. My mom makes these wonderful almond cookies that have almond flour and egg, I think, and they're chewy and they're delicious. I'm a big fan of almond flour. And I never once thought about it, but I guess, yeah, you're right, that would have protein in it. Nice. Ooh, marzipan. Marzipan is it sweet marzipan? Because I'm not crazy if it's overly sweet. Almond flour is lovely to work with. Your kids love marzipan, Anna. Nice. Just give them hunks of it at Christmas. Ooh, I don't know if I've had any like really good marzipan in my life. Bill Kuhn, you got Jordan almonds? You got okay. You got to tell us how that is. I mean, they are really really hard, aren't they? I what colors are they actually? Because I'm really interested what real like the ones you can buy, what color they are, what colors they come in. It's usually pastel colors, right? I'm very curious. And Jim plays games cheddar and Herb's almond flour scones. I love scones. Yeah, it's not bad. I think I overdid it over here. Yes, and it says, Bilkin, do you go around offering Jordan almonds to everyone you know? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know details. Were they like bulk ones? Did they come in a package? Who's making these things? I kind of like. Ooh, I don't know. Hi, Nessa. Yeah, that's like on another layer that for something else I was using. Okay, bulk sold by the pound. Candy shell not very hard, just very crunchy. White, ivory, yellow, and pastels pink, green, blue, and purple. Oh, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I imagined. They're not that hard, really. Maybe nowadays. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to know it. Yeah, you know that, in the launch party for the Crimson Diamond, that's never going to happen. Not because it won't launch, it's that we won't have a party. Definitely want to have Jordan almonds. Yeah, I kind of like just the edge, the subtle edging of the clouds there. Although I want to try just a little bit of that white that they've got going on in theirs. I don't know who did this sky, but it's beautiful. The what do you want to call the Quest for Glory 2 one? It's wonderful. An EGA palette cake might be interesting. It would probably have a lot of dyes in it. But they do those really great things where you can now print images on sheets of icing. I've seen that. That's pretty cool. We could definitely do that. Oh yeah, so what's the rule here behind doing these little pieces of white areas? How does that work? Interesting. It lines up with the other dither. Huh. Because I know on like Baskin Robbins ice cream cakes, they do have printed out icing. They can actually print with icing now, which I kind of like. And they also can do silk screening. But the printing they get a pretty good color. But yeah, how am I going to get the white on these clouds? I don't really know what the rule is here. Bilkin, you're actually eating... You're eating Jordan almonds right now. That's amazing. You got sugar-free ones that are EGA purple, green, pink, orange, and yellow. That's amazing. Okay, so let's get some white in here. So let me get a layer of white, which will be... I use white very sparingly, actually. And I think... Actually, well, that's not true, because I was going to say Quest for Glory 2 does as well, but there's a lot of white dithered in the sand. But the solid white is not something we see very often. And I think... it's just too bright. Oh, whoops. No, this one. Okay, so let's get some white in here. Where is that going to go? It's defining shapes. Oh, Lace, thanks. I'm glad you like the cloud so far. Yeah, it's a bit on the dark side for me. I feel like, so I'm going to try to lighten them up with a little bit of this white dither. Some selective... Oh, I really like this piece too. I don't know what this piece is. This music? Nova Scotia. Something Nova Scotia. I really like this piece. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of want the white areas to be more. I want them to define the shape. Is this too much, what I'm doing? What if I... I can't tell anymore. I don't know if that's working. Yeah, even with the clouds almost give the appearance of twilight is approaching. Yeah, I feel like it's too dark. Because it shouldn't be twilight, it should be early in the morning. So I kind of feel like this color should be reversed, which was my initial instinct that I disobeyed. The dark blue should be on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably go further with the white, but I think I need to make the dark near the bottom, because yeah, it's kind of early in the morning, so that's where the dark would be. Oh, Mousem is good. I'm glad you like the clouds. And the focus automatically shifts to the road. That's good. And there should be more focus drawn there when I add the trees. But yeah, I need to flip the sky colors around, and let's see what the easiest way to do that might be. I'll just save this as something else. Darker at the top works. That's how the clouds look normally. We will see. We will see what works better. Let's see. What do I have anything fun to show for like 10:45? I had a book I wanted to show that's completely not related to anything. I just really like the book. And it's visual. Maybe I'll show that. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Why not? You know, I'm gonna play around with this. Yeah, I kind of did that because I know that the sky gets darker blue as it gets further, etc. But it might be too dark. So let's... Okay. So, let us do that instead. Let's do the dark blue at the bottom. Yeah, the higher the thinner the air. If the building is facing west, then it would be lighter on the right. Wow, Well, I don't know which way it's facing. We're gonna go with what is gonna look good. So let's try another label. Another layer we're not labeling. We're gonna flip the cause around and see what we think, and then we can open up the other file and just compare. Oh no! What? Why is that happening? I said select all the blue, sample all layers. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? It should be lower. It should be like at highest there. Okay, then I put this over here. That's fine. Okay. And then we're going to what is this? Okay. This is okay, I'm gonna need that. Okay, good. So this we're gonna break it up. Oh. Okay. Okay, the building has light on its front face. It's facing east. It is morning. Okay, so it's facing east. Okay, so it's facing east. I like this. This is good. Untitled layer 836, yeah. Yep. By Julie there is a by Julie Minamata. Oh yeah, because this one, I used this file for making the title card for the trailer, I think, because I was lazy. Okay, so this, can we still keep this one? Which one did we use? Okay, so okay, this one is what does this do? What does this do? Oh good. I want that too. And then we're gonna paint in, doll this up. Here on this side, put it over here, just break it up a little bit. Okay. And then, what was the rest of this gonna be like? Oh, we have, was that it? Huh. Really? Is that all I had to do to flip them? And then I added the white. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try the clouds as being dark again? Like lighter white? White? It's not doing much for me right now. Is that it? Is that all I have to do? To flip? Working 9. Oh, it looks better dark that way, doesn't it? But it doesn't make any sense. Because you can see the outline, the cobalt outline stands out better. Yeah, this dark blue will be covered by mostly trees, but there'll be some peeking out. I would say. We can try putting some trees down and see what we think. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic because it's right here. Oh no. Oh, okay, it's fine. Oh, no. I think I really like... What happens is we miss out on the nice outlining of the clouds when it's like this. Maybe we need... Oh. Yeah, the other one looks too dark. Maybe I just need to make the clouds white again. Let's try that. The gray clouds. Why don't you make these clouds lighter? Or make them cyan, or let's try making them cyan, let's try making them white. We'll see what works. White. It's too bright. What about light cyan? Yeah, that looks ridiculous. Dark cyan? Oops! That's an undo. Oh. Evil Tentacle, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're workshopping this cloud thing. The dark blue to me looks more like distance, which would be Sky Mountain's haze. Just some tweaking required. Maybe light cyan touches on the tops of the clouds? Because the gray... Evil Tentacle is the purple one. Dark should come from above, haze on the horizon line. I really like the contrast of the cobalt, dark cobalt with a light cobalt outline on this version, but maybe cyan with light cyan. Maybe we can make a light cyan dither. Oops, it's a mess. I'm not sold. Oops. I'm not sold on the color of these clouds. It's too dark. Hello, Evil Tentacle. Maybe we should try the whole sky as cyan. Maybe that's the problem. Let's do that. Because I don't know anymore what to do. And then make the clouds white. The sky's too dark. Oops. Get rid of the outline. Where's the outline? Get rid of... Make... Make this dark cyan. Now it just doesn't stand out anymore. When you don't know what to do, take a break. Yeah, that's definitely more morning, isn't it? Hmm. 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 This is where it gets to be a problem. This really is too dark at a glance. Can we do something with the dark cyan and the cobalt? Is that possible? How about what if this was the light cobalt and that was the dark cyan? Yeah, I think we need to go lighter. I think that's an issue I'm having. What if this won't work, will it? That's way too dark. What if I dithered it? What if I dithered it with lighter colors? What if I dithered it with lighter colors? Now I'm just throwing everything against the wall. What if I dithered it with lighter colors? Ugh. Oh, it looks so gross. It's called creative process. Yeah, this looks ominous. The blue is too dark though. It really is. I can see that, how dark it is. It's not... We're gonna have to do something fancy. I think we're gonna have to do something fancy. We're gonna do something fancy. Okay. The fancy thing. Why don't we start with this dithered with the cyan? That's allowed. Let's do that. If it's dithered with light cyan, it's gonna be too much, right? It's already vibrating. Is that like awful? See, look, my layer masks are no good. What is this? I gotta fix this layer mask. It's... Okay. Okay. If we start here, and we make the bottom part darker, if we make the bottom part dark cobalt, or light cobalt, yeah, we're getting into strange areas now. What if this was dark cyan? Is that... That's gonna be too dark. Okay, that's gonna be too dark. It's gonna be too dark. Let's just see it. Yeah, too dark. Too dark. You say take a break? Come back to it? Okay. So why don't... Yeah, I'm not crazy about that look. Yeah. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. Let's keep this open for now. This looks good. It's just not the... Not necessarily the colors I'm looking for. Okay, so let's do a break. Let's go to Big Julia. Okay. So, let's show a completely unrelated thing. Oh, we gotta move this there. Okay. I have lots of books, and the book that I really like lately. I'll show you that as a break. We need a break because I don't know about what's going on with that sky. Yeah, 2 different color schemes. I need to nail the morning sky. I've got this wonderful little book called Perfume Bodies. Perfume Bottles. It's written by, first of all, it's published by, my camera's terrible. Published by DK, which is a really good UK publisher. It's by Judith Miller. Judith Miller does a lot of books about art, like Art Deco books, Art Nouveau books, and various artifacts. Can't go wrong with Big Julia. Taking breaks is very important. Try to take a short break every hour and it helps a lot. Okay, it's all true. So this is wonderful because it takes you through eras of perfume bottles. And what's interesting about it is every one of them, it's a small, discreet little portable design. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to give this whole feeling in a very small space. So it's all about the design. The function of a perfume bottle is a container where you can put it in anything. But what's nice is it breaks it down and gives you overviews of different eras of glass with details. Ugh, the lighting is terrible. I'm so sorry. But it's a wonderful book with a lot of beautiful pieces. And they all remind me of like fantasy vials of stuff. And they take it through Art Nouveau, they take it through, this is Victoriana. And they're all these beautifully ornamented perfume bottles. So that's kind of what I've been looking through. And they actually have, it's supposed to be for collectors. It actually has price guides. But they're exquisite, these beautiful, exquisite bottles. And they're they have a very fantasy flavor to them, I think. You know? A lot of glass bottles. And then they get into more contemporary stuff. There's some really weird ones, like look at this one. This one's a castle with a bunch of different stoppers on it. Anyway, love stuff like this. I love going to antique stores actually in general. So yeah, Judith Miller writes a bunch of awesome books. I have a book of I borrowed a book from the library by Judith Miller about Art Deco. And it's always the thing with the library is they'll have old books that are really good that you can't even get anymore. You can't even order them. They're out of print. So I had to return it, unfortunately, but I tried to take as many pictures as I could. Because I actually think I asked at the library if they were selling their books, but they were not selling that book. Oh, web caption is going bananas again. Hold on. Oh. It's fine now? Okay. Okay. The castle is a bit weird. Well, 15,000 channel points. Holy cow. I don't know what you guys could do with those. Probably nothing. I only have one emoji. I don't know how to get more. And I don't think I'm close. 10.3k channel points for you, Bilkun. Jeez. You could categorize the bottles like cars. Yeah, so that's one of the books I like. I don't really have anything prepped to show you guys beyond that stuff, unfortunately. Well, I do have, I guess I can show, I put an order in for some pens this last week. And I've got a weakness for Japanese pens, so I guess I can talk about that real quick before we finish our break, our mandated break. But I've got this whole collection of Well, first of all, this is another mug design of mine. This is the smaller version of the mug. So this one is a Christmas pattern that I designed. You can't really tell, but it's like a bunch of gingerbread houses. But what I do have is, hold on, I'm going to take out some of these pens that don't belong. So there are highlighters, which we all know what highlighters are. They're fluorescent colored pens to indicate that you should pay attention to something. I've got something that I like even more. These are called mild liners. So these are basically highlighters that are gently colored. I don't know if that's a silly idea, but they do the same thing as a highlighter, but they're not screaming at you. They're kind of gently indicating attention should be paid. And of course I have like a bunch of different sets of these things, but yeah, they're actually called mild liners. And I use them in my planner and stuff like that. And they're by Zebra. And I ordered them online from a place called the Tokyo Pen Store. It's a online store out of Oregon. And they stock tons of like Japanese pens and things. And actually, I just ordered a refill for my planner, which is this. This is a Midori Traveler's Notebook, passport size. So it's the size of a passport. And actually, you know, you can hold your passport in this if you want. What's cool about these? Oh, thanks, Duckwasies. I'm glad you like the mugs. So you get these, you can just get refills for them, and what you can do is, you know, you could actually, oh, the lighting's terrible. But anyway, you can get the refills for each year, so you get like 6 months per little booklet, so you can just write, it's like an agenda basically, but you don't have to buy a whole agenda every time, you can just buy the refill. So that's what that is. And oh yeah, these are some polymer clay beads that I've made. I've showed you me making those before. So every year I put in an order for some new pens and refills for my traveler's notebook, which is a nice little piece of leather, and it just helps planning stuff become more of a pleasurable thing, and to have this around and not having to buy whole planners every time. Just, it's a hardy thing, so that's another thing I like. Beyond the fact that, yeah, I do like Japanese pens and stuff. There are these ones that are fun too. These are called Rushan Petites. These are like $1 something each, and they come in a bunch of different colors, and they're this fine marker tip. And if the lighting was better, I could show you what that looks like. But they come in, I love all the colors these things come in. So I'm kind of another hobby is collecting stuff like that. 5-year diary every year, Maximus. Holy cow. Yeah, it's the size of a it also has, you know, I keep all kinds of notes in here with all my colored pens. I'm big on colored pens. And ink refills instead of buying whole new pens. Ha! The Tux, you say you think you'd give Nancy a precocious 10-year-old niece who randomly shows up in chapter 5. What would her name be? Okay. Have we done enough of a break where we can go back and fiddle with the... Should we do purple in the sky? Is that what's missing? Should we do like the Larry screen? Let's open that up, actually. Let's take a closer look. Here are the examples. The Larry screen with the purple was this one. Would this help, or is this still too dark? I wonder if that would do anything. I mean, I think the sky is still too dark. Can we incorporate some of the purple? That might help. Make it look not as dark. Let's take a look at more of the examples. I don't know if any of these other ones were really appealing to me for this. Okay, well let's look at the Keep on Laughing one, because there's a lot of different... cloud stuff going on here. You can look at really closely. See all the different kinds of dithering that's going on. Maybe we should look into using purple. Purple sounds like it's only for sunsets. We can give it a try. It could, yeah, I see it could maybe be sunset. Sunrise is warmer, I guess. I think I've seen way more sunsets than sunrises. Yeah. Well, using this as a template. Yeah, they had some purple too. They just weren't as elaborate. These were the Leisure Suit Larry clouds. Here are the Quest for Glory 2 clouds, which are wonderful. We'll give it a try. Maybe, because this one has the blue, but it doesn't go to the dark blue. It goes from blue to the cyan. And really, you can try it. Crimson clouds. Oh, we need to switch views again. Thank you. Thank you guys. You know what I'm like. Okay. Crimson skies, yeah. Maybe, should I do like a sunrise? That's possible. Crimson clouds, okay. What are we gonna do? So we have this color. I feel like it would look really striking. I just need I need color reference for that, I think. Let's try a touch of purple to begin with. And if we need to go further with it, we will go further with it. So. We're gonna try this darker color is gonna be the cyan, I think. We'll see. And then the lighter color will be the cobalt. You never know. Don't worry about the fact that the ground is falling away. That is a later problem. Okay, so we're gonna just dither. We're gonna dither this part. That doesn't bother me that much. If I change the lighting too much, would I have to recolor the building? Possible? It's possible. Maybe just the light in the windows. Which season does the game take place? The game takes place in late summer. Light cyan sky, white eastern faced clouds look like morning. You hit it sometime flipping through the layers. Oh man. Dan, welcome back. Dan, did you agree to do a stream? Dan? Did you do that? Did you agree to do that? Next week, did you agree to a stream? Because I can't... You said you would, but you didn't say anything after that. Oh, did you? Sorry, Dan. I guess I didn't read what you were saying. I guess I was ignoring you. It's my bad. Okay. Right. Okay, so we're doing a music stream next week. It's been settled. We don't know what we're doing yet. That hasn't been settled. We'll figure something out. What I don't like how backwards I did that. That was dumb. I just need the cyan layer. That's all. Okay. We're gonna Okay. No. Okay. So let's try this. Do dithered dark cyan at the bottom, and I keep fixing that one spot because I'm using these bad old layers. This just fixes for the third time. Eventually, I'll have all my layer masks not have this problem. Okay. Okay. And then break this up a little bit. Figure this out. Okay, Bill Coon reports that Jordan almonds are crunchy but not dangerously so. I'm relieved for your sake that they didn't break your teeth off. Maybe the old ones had a thicker shell. Oops. Good. Woohoo, yeah, anyone know this one? I wonder if this is under copyright protection, the anthem. Is that a thing? Oh, Jim, wow, yes. Okay, national anthem should not be copyright protection, but the arrangements or recordings can be. Good to know. Have a good night, Jim Plays Games. Thanks for hanging out. See, I don't mind actually this version of the sky. That might actually be acceptable to me. So these clouds, we can make them white. Would that be? And then we'll try to throw in some of this dithering in them. Maybe. Where's my little palette? I'll just use the white here. Uh-oh, did VLC crash? Uh-oh. Now those are really bright. Why don't we knock those back? Did VLC crash? Yes, it did. Oh wow, what a time to end. The VLC is quit. That's funny. Okay, let me start that up again. Crash report. No. Close window. No, I don't want to send a bug report. Oh, what do you want from me? No. Very good, Dan. Yeah, I gotta come up with something we can do on stream next week. I don't know. Oh. Sorry. it immediately starts playing at 100%. Justin Paul, thanks for hanging out. Oh. Wait. Yeah, thanks for coming. Good to always see you. Panzer Paladin. Justin Paul made Panzer Paladin. It's an awesome game. And I gotta start my web capture again. Hold on, let me stop it and start it again. Well, everything just decided to stop working at the same time. I guess everything stopped working after the national anthem? That isn't right. Okay. Okay, we're back. Is it okay? Okay. Oh, you know what might be nice here? For this? Maybe I could make them dithered dark cyan. That might help. Need this palette. Let's try that. Very nice emojis. You guys, I wish I had more. And you know what you signed up for when you came to an art stream. Me waffling back and forth about 2 different colors and how to use them. Ooh, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Let's see about making these clouds a little more interesting with some purple. Purple on the underside, light cyan on the top side, or white. Oh, just some of what next week, Dan? What are we doing next week? Do you have an idea? Please tell me you have an idea for next week, because I don't. Let's try this. Make the outlines white. Make the outlines white. Twitch chat room is an emote only mode? For 4 hours? That's a great idea, Dan. No, that's not working anymore. Maybe only the top part. I'm actually going to name this one. Oh, I see. What happened? Did Dan do that? Dan? Thanks, Dan. We're about to try purple in my clouds. That's like the most exciting thing to happen today, probably on stream, right? Oh no, don't open the file image ready. I pressed the wrong thing. Stop it. That's true, Deluxe Text. We can do some composition for late game music and just not tell you the purpose of the game music. Yeah, we could definitely do that. It's definitely a possibility. Oh good, I'm glad you like the music. Cosmic Void. Yeah, we can play that song, Dan. Oh, this is gonna be too dark. But maybe the lighter purple will do. Yeah, we can work on that. Or I'll try to think of something else. If I can think of something else. Cause you still have to finish up the chapter closing music for chapter 1, I think. Because we do have the chapter, and you have to send me the chapter opening for chapter 2, I think. Yeah, Dan, that for the Margot thing for sure. We need to get that going. Yeah, that's too dark for the cloud, but I'm gonna try the light purple. No, that's not doing anything for me. What if I made these clouds the lighter cyan? Let's try that. Yeah, we can work on that, Dan. But yeah, I will try to think of something else. Cause, I'm thinking, you know how in or maybe you don't know, but in the Colonel's Bequest, I think, or maybe in other games, the first time you leave the house in Colonel's Bequest, I think there's a little musical thing. That might be nice. It's a possibility. But yeah. Oh, did you give me? Yeah, there's a few things you have to give me, I think. There's the shower Easter egg music, the chapter 1 closing, and the chapter 2 opening. Are all things we've kind of done already, but I haven't been able to implement yet. Don't know how to feel about the purple. Maybe let me try to put purple on the underside of the cloud in a solid outline. Maybe if more of the cloud had purple in it, that might not be so bad. If the clouds are more white, they will look better. Maybe. I'm gonna try more of the. There just needs to be a touch more purple in them. You like the purple? We'll see where the purple takes us. We'll see. Oops, wrong area. All layers. Oh, whoops. What if I made... Would it be crazy if I made the dark cyan be a purple dither at the bottom? I don't know if that's exactly working for me, but we'll give it a second. You know what might work the dark purple here? Oh, Cosmic Void 3, thanks so much for dropping by. Well, not just dropping by, hanging out for quite a few hours. Have a wonderful night. It's good to see you. Where is it? This one. Ooh, too dark. Ooh, I kind of like it though. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been hitting the microphone a lot because it's right in front of my face. So that might be my bad. Sorry, Bill. I actually kind of like the purple. Is that if I put more of it into the sky? Yeah. I'm the worst with the sound. Let's see. Okay. I want to just put some on this one. That might help with this. Dan, I did not show off the pop filter today. Do people want to see the pop filter today? Maybe I'll do that at 11:15. I'll show the pop filter off in case people haven't seen it. Can you really hear a difference? Oh, talk about it? Yeah, so when I was recording the voiceover for the trailer, I sent Dan something, and he said, it's gonna sound like a personal question that isn't really a personal question, but do you own pantyhose? And I said, I don't think I do. And Dan said, yeah, try making a pop filter with pantyhose because you need it because you sound terrible, basically. And so I went to the drugstore the next day and I bought a pair of pantyhose and I fashioned a pop filter with black pantyhose and a wire coat hanger and duct tape. And I will show that momentarily. Yes, a pop filter it filters the pop and the plosive PS. Yeah, pretty much. Sounded fine to me, but you know, my ears, I've not cultivated an appreciation for stuff like that, so I couldn't tell. Anyway, Dan tells me it's better now, so I guess that's the good thing. Okay, the P tends to have a ton of sub bass that really can be not fun to the ear, or the T sound. I don't know. Do I do a lot of pop 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 pop? Apparently, that's a horrible sound for people who have bass. So, yes, explosive P sound blows a puff of air at the microphone, which washes out the voice. Yeah, basically, I guess. You know. So hey, if Dan says it sounds better, then that's good for me, and it didn't cost me that much money to do that. So, though a pair of pantyhose is surprisingly expensive. Well, I didn't go to the cheapest place. I went to the most convenient place. That's my bad. I just went to Shoppers Drug Mart, which is overpriced. They were not on sale. It says here, it sounds different on close-up microphones. It's worse on condenser microphones. Everyone has a trigger frequency. Mousemith says for Mousemith it's S's. Dan says dynamic microphones aren't such an issue. Dan's microphone doesn't have a pop filter because it doesn't need it, but a condenser mic does, which is what I have. Well, pantyhose is meant for legs. I haven't worn any for years, but it's still there in the drugstore. Yeah, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Oh, in voice acting, they sometimes hold a finger in front of their face to break up the P sounds. Oh yeah, I just felt it. I felt that on my finger. I guess that's not really going to be that practical for me, but I get it. Cool. Oh, interesting. Lace confirms your AT 2020 has a pretty intense issue with pops. She sells by the seashore. And you don't use pop filters laced due to laziness, but instead resort to a bit of EQ and de-essing. Yeah, I like the low effort, set it, forget it solution. And I will show it in a couple minutes. I want to play with these clouds a little bit more. I'm enjoying the light and dark purple because I guess I'm tired of this same palette over and over again. I'm using a very restricted version of EGA right now, and it's nice to be able to play with other colors. And just for that reason alone, I'm enjoying this. Even if this doesn't end up working out. Actually, I like how breaking that up like that. That's kind of nice. Yes, Deluxe Talks. I've seen the voice acting documentary. I know that voice. That was a lot of fun. Check 1, check 2. Sibilance. Yeah. I'm glad Dan is working on the sound for the game because it's not my thing. I can do everything else, it's not that. Yeah, I'm tired of the same colors over and over again. This is great. I'm having a ball. I'm just really enjoying coloring these clouds in, even though this might not end up being for the best. I don't care. It's fun. Oops. Glad Dan work on sound, but because how sound work? Oh, Lace, a lot of people don't have cameras on their faces and stuff for streaming. Quite a few actually, and some of them, like I think Hungry Goria doesn't do face stuff, so it's totally like possible to do it that way too. Deluxe Tux, you've gone from Mountain Man to Cousin It. Yeah, Hungry Goria Renaissance as well doesn't do on camera, although he does on camera for his paintings, but not for his retro game streaming. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I really like the purple. I know that right now it's clashing horribly. With the grass. I don't like those two colors together, but I feel like why don't I put some fun purple in the windows? That would be fun. Oh, thanks, Eating With. You like the shading on the clouds? I'm having a lot of fun with the clouds. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna put some purple in the windows just to make it feel like it's part of the scene more. So let's do that. And this might not come to anything, but I'm just liking the journey. Deluxe Tux needs to see trees. I think I had a layer of just badly drawn trees, so we can stick a layer of badly drawn trees on top of this. There we go. Just horrendous trees. I would probably darken them up for more contrast. Oh, this is not layered. Yeah, this is layer 241. That's nothing. I started a new layer, but then I wanted to show you guys that now I don't know where that new layer is, because this layer has something on it. Let's make another new layer. That's what happens. Yeah, going into sunset territory, but the extra color is great. Yeah. Wait, does it need to be like more warmy yellow, maybe? Anyway, we're having fun. I'm having fun. Yeah, really good, beautiful color use. Definitely doesn't look like sunrise. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having fun playing now. Uh, I just want to put purple in these windows. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Yeah. Okay. Let's put purple in the windows. Oh, you know what? Yeah, sample all layers. It's gonna look so pretty, you guys. And then the ones that are kind of facing away from us that are dark cyan, they can be light cyan, dark purple. It's gonna be great. I like that, but I know it's wrong, but I like it. Like the color palette of this screen as it is right now, I'm definitely not a fan. That's why I just want to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely not the way to be. Maybe this gray. Where's the gray for these windows? Did I have that on a separate layer? Probably not. Yes, look at that, I did. Okay, cool. Windows, okay. Let's play with that. Let's just make that purple. Oh, Sakana Cow, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I thought this was just for this. Yes, it was just for this. Sample all layers, don't sample all layers. We just want this gray. Yeah, okay. No, the other color. Aha! No, it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Oh, thank you, yay! Here's the Royal Museum of Fleabot. I know I'm kind of going off the rails right now. It's so... I know it's wrong. Okay, maybe purple isn't the way to go. I don't know. What colors are sunsets? I'm gonna look this up on my phone. Sunset? I mean sunrise. I never see a sunrise. What are those? Sunrise. Sunrise? I don't want... No, I just want images. I don't want to know what time that is. What do we got? Oh, it's like warm colors. It's not wrong if you like it. I don't know if that's true, Maximus, but thank you. Okay, so it goes... Okay, here's a nice one. It kind of... This is a sunrise, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. It can be like warm and salmony and pink and orange at the bottom and then gets kind of cobalt at the top. They have pink clouds and sunrises. You prefer light cyan on the windows? Well, the light cyan is still there. It was I swapped out the gray in the windows for the light magenta, which I know is wrong. Can we make this a sunrise if I add some red in the bottom? Because I guess that's what the problem is. It's not warm. Great scene for the end of the game. Yeah, so this would be the sunset. Okay. Sunrise. Yeah, when I see a sunrise, it's not because I woke up early, and it's not a cause for celebration. So I guess what we need is an orange. An orange. Let's play with that. Let's see what will happen. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe that'll be the key to everything. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of sunrises. Not as many as I said as the sunsets, but sunrise after working all night, and then something has to be in for 9 o'clock that morning. That's happened a few times. Where's that purple? This one. Okay, I'm gonna put underneath this purple the red. That could work. Come on, you guys, right? That could totally work. I hope I'm on the Photoshop thing now. It totally could work. Right? Look at that. That's totally harmonious. Yeah, exactly. Eden with sunrise, a horrible time of day best to avoid. Okay. Look at that. That could totally look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's the bright red with the dark purple. Come on. Tell me you don't like this. How could you not? Oh. I'm thrilled. Grebs, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. As I'm just noodling around, this is what my life is. Well, and this is what I think is fun. Look, it totally works, you guys. Come on. Can we slap the trees on for a second? Okay. Okay, let's slap the trees on. Where did I put them? They're up here. They're not. See, it's great. Okay. I think it's great when it's a bit less. Less of it? You want less of the red? You want less of the red? And that might be. That might entirely be the case. Okay? It's important in the life of a creative person is to be able to take direction. Take direction. I can totally take direction just fine. Fruity colored sky. Yeah, see? I'm telling you guys, don't count me out on the red. Is this still like sunset to you guys? Thank you, Agrebs. Agrebs thinks it's beautiful. Think this is working? Okay, it's working. Okay, so let's just do the same thing where we kind of break up that space. And we might even do it one better. We might even go a little bit brighter. And it's the only way you'll accept this as sunrise is if I put a sundial in front of the building and then I put the sun actually in the shot. Well, then you guys believe me that this is sunrise or like early in the day, not necessarily sunrise, but not sunset. And oh yeah, I would like to thank Edenwaith for choosing this as the first piece that I did for my art stream because it's taken forever. So now that he's here, I like to thank him when he's here so he can hear me do it. Okay, slap some trees with some sunrise highlights and I will be gold. I believe you might be right. Oh no, see, this is what happens with the lag. It just let's see. I agree. I think it's gonna be fantastic. Although I do want to push it a little bit further. I want to add one more color to this. Let's see if it just completely is the wrong thing to do. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try. It looks really beautiful. Vilqueen still feels like it's sunset. I'm gonna put a sundial in the courtyard of this building, and it's gonna say we're facing east. That's the way that it comes from. Oh my gosh, you're going to ask what piece is up next on the docket? It's probably going to be the fisherman in like the first shot, probably, because I don't know, first because it's first. No other real reason. I might ask again, but then this might happen again, where I'm working on the same thing for 3 months. I like this guy a lot now, but I know it might not do the trick, but anyway. I feel like I want the fisherman. I kind of wanted the fisherman to look like Doug Herring, who is the artist for the Colonel's Bequest. I might make it look vaguely like him, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I was gonna push this even further by making some of the dithering, some of this dark purple dithering be light purple dithering. And see what that looks like. I think I'm losing my mind, you guys. I think I'm gonna look at this tomorrow and I'm gonna think it looks like what happens to the hero in Quest for Glory when he eats the is it the fruit that makes him the mushrooms in the fairy ring? I'm gonna start thinking that that's what happened to me when I started doing this, because I got bored looking at the same 4 colors for 3 months. I'm human. Okay, according to Lace is saying, according to what I'm reading, sunsets are a bit cooler than sunsets in color. So sunrises are cooler due to physics. Yes, exactly. Either way, the sundial says it's morning. There will be a robin. There will be a rooster. With more orange, this would be more sunsetty, but cooler sunrise. A sundial was a notable object in the Time Machine movie. Yeah, we're gonna put a sundial, we're gonna put a rooster sitting on the sundial, and someone eating a pancake breakfast, okay? Oh, what's not happening here? Why is this not happening? Oh, it's not on the right layer. Haha! How'd you guys feel about that? It's even worse. Yes, in fact, Eden Waith, the fish is a herring in the game. It's a lake herring. And I call the fisherman Doug. I think I called him Doug, and it's a herring. Yeah, definitely a lake herring. So that is a thing. Yeah, Deluxe Tux, there's definitely going to be a heading on this because I'm going to make it a postcard. So it's going to say Royal Canadian Museum something something. Ah ha 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 ha. I've gone too far. It's becoming vaporwave. Yeah, ROM exterior morning, August 4th, 1914. You know, 6:30 a.m. Just have it in typewriter font along the bottom. Really would be the easiest. I like it. I know it's silly. It's definitely this is the one where Julie went off the rails in a big way. Mouse Miss, it's very ... vibrant. Is this too far? You can play some synthwave on the MT32 finally. Yeah, all the laser pew-pews you want, Dan. Oh my gosh. I know, oh boy. I don't know what a sunrise looks like. Let's look at the other one we had going. Working number 9? Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, maybe we should show off Soundwave for 2 of the 4 hours next stream while playing Synthwave and having emote-only chat. Thanks, Dan. Dan is full of good ideas. So this is what we had before. And now we have this. How is this not better? You can't tell me that isn't better. In every conceivable way. I don't know the word you said, Eden, with Prediking? Oh yeah, if we play Synthwave, we gotta make a Synthwave artist name. We're gonna make the game a futuristic game. There's gonna be lots of neon. Oh, I like it, but I know it's wrong. What if for this we just took away the dark blue that I thought would help? Is that gonna, let's make this 11 so I don't, because I know I'm gonna turn off a layer and I'll forget what to turn back on. So it's just, these are such small files. This is 563 kilobytes, so don't worry about me making a billion different file names for this. It's just easier. What if I just, where's that? Where is it? Where? Don't make me pull out the auto select. Where is it? There? Fine. What if I just took out the dark cobalt? It was just a mistake. What if we just did that? Yeah, it's gonna be Cyber Nan. It's gonna be Cyber Diamond. Cyber Diamond. The Crimson Cyber Diamond. I know it looks silly. Okay, fine. I accept that. I accept it. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Vilkin. That's what I'm going for. Cyber Diamond. What if I made the cloud dither purple? That will improve it, right? Or I can make the white clouds underneath purple. That would definitely help. That didn't do anything. Oh yes, it did. Yeah, even with 563 kilobytes is like half a high density floppy. Look, yeah, my resource usage is just wasteful. Okay, changing colors to warmer color, full on sunset. The front is in shadow. Yeah, we could totally do that. That isn't actually, that probably wouldn't be that hard to do. Although maybe all I need to do is make the sidewall lighter, right? Can you say purple? Right? What if this was purple? Then it would be fine. Everything, I'm gonna make everything purple. Because then that will be the lighter side, won't it? Yeah. Cloud's looking better? Okay. You have a synthwave outfit, Dan? Okay. Now I'm giving up and I'm messing around now. See, this is the quick mask that I like. That I can't replace. And I won't replace. Oops. See, if we did this... Oh, you know what? We shouldn't do that. We'll use the darker purple. That's no big deal. It's completely reasonable. Oops. That wasn't right. Come on. There we go. Look. And we could just make a rim. It could be rimlet with the lighter purple. Ta-da. Oops. Yep. Oh yeah, we have a friend that has the Marty McFly Jr. hat, don't we? See, the wall is purple. It's totally fine. I mean, it's not lighter than the rest of it. Oh boy. I see, this sky has nothing. It's not interesting to me anymore, this sky. It's just blue. Look at this sky. This is clearly better. What if I put the dark blue back on this one? Oh, that's cool. What do you guys think? That's a nice accident, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. This looks... Okay, so what colors are sunsets again? I mean sunrises? Pinker? Because I'm seeing pink. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Okay. Orange. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Cold blue. Cold blue. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Save, I could save a 12. Orange, yellow, cold blue. Orange, yellow, cold blue. Okay. We're gonna try to save this. See, this problem is this isn't a cold blue. That's a cold blue. We need orange. Cold blue, yellow, orange. Okay, cold blue, yellow, orange. So forget the purple. Forget the purple. We're going to replace all the purple with orange. We're going to do that. We're going to do that in the most haphazard way possible. We're going to do that. We're just going to select all the purple and make it orange. We're going to make this a sunset. A sunrise. or something close to. Yes. Yeah, Bill Kuhn, I have it saved as another working file now. So it's going to be saved. Just to go back and remember. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to take the dark purple and we're going to make that red. And then we're going to have to do a lot of fixing because the red and the cyan hate each other. And they should, because they look terrible together. Okay, next. Oh! That's not bad, except for the clouds. Well, that's not the color we want, but let's change this. Okay. We're gonna need to make these clouds a different color. Yellow? You said yellow, right? That was one of the colors you guys mentioned? Okay. Oh, this cloud. Okay, well, we're gonna fix them. They can be fixed. They can be fixed. We can do something about that. Okay. We're gonna do something. Yeah, we're gonna give these some yellow highlights. Yep, that's definitely the plan. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I'm just gonna get rid of a lot of, I don't use a stylus. Okay, we're gonna get rid of a lot of this. Just get rid of that. It's fine. Go. Yeah, this is gonna need some help. That's gonna need. Oh, come on. I'm really looking at that Colima now, Bill. There was actually, when I first showed the Crimson Diamond at Wordplay 2018, in like November, October 2018, when I tried playing it on their machines that they had there, it was like done at like a library, and the machines that on the library that they had a weird display glitch, like a glitch where the colors completely swapped around, where it did look completely trippy. So luckily I had my Surface Pro 2 with me, and I just set that up for the day to show people. And then maybe there should be darker blue near the top. See, I got all the colors, right? They're all here. Oops. Why don't I, that's not black, is it? Okay. We can, like, add this color now. What if we added some dithered darker blue at the edges? Does that go too far? Oops. Maybe just right in the corner? And then we definitely have to put yellow in the windows. So we have to change this color to yellow. Better, worse. Better, worse. What we are getting is a nice selection of different lighting situations. Yay. It's really... Where's this? Actually, that's a yellow, so let's keep it yellow. Yellow highlights in the windows. Left side now feels like sunset. You could try the earlier idea of having darker sky low to the right. The yellow highlights in the windows. Purple doesn't fit well. Dark blues might be, but purples don't fit well. Dark blues might be better. There's no more purple in here actually. There's it's all dark red and light red now. So the purple effect is cool because it's happening because of the dithering of the cobalt and the dark red, but the left now feels like sunset. You could try earlier having darker sky low in the right. Yeah, I think I need to flip everything around again. Is that the problem? I think everything needs to be facing the opposite direction again. Great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the earlier version of the dark sky low, slap it on top. The dark low sky. The dark low sky. I think I had it in one of these, right? Working 12, working 11, working 10, working 9. That was dark at top. This one. Oh, did I just wander off and not save the darker at the bottom? It's very possible. Well, I think dark at the bottom. There could have been one for this. I can't remember anymore where that was. Dark at the bottom. I don't know where it is. I lost it. It's gone. Oh, well, it's not gone. It's just somewhere that I can't find. But if this means that the sun, yeah, definitely, I need to flip all the colors around, which will probably have to happen at a later stream unless I finish it up tonight, because we're coming up near the end of stream amazingly. Time really does fly. Oh, you like the Windows mouse? Yeah, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna save another version. 13, Lucky 13. Maybe Lucky 13 will be the answer. What do you prefer, Dan? The Mac? The idea of swapping all these colors around. Okay, so what do we have? We have... Well, we only have to swap this color has to become red and dark red. Okay. So that's all we have. Let's just do that. Oh my gosh. When I get desperate, I just do the auto select and find that layer. Okay, good. Okay. So that has to be dark red. So let's do that. We can do that. Because I probably won't do the lightest red. Well, if I need to do the lightest red, I can add it in later, but that's not the right color for that. Yellowish clouds look great. Yo, you like them, duck with shades? That was a bit of a... I wasn't sure how I'd think about them, but they have grown on me. Oop. I think we're getting somewhere. It's just a matter of It's just a matter of, you know, okay. Okay. I think maybe there's not as much work here as I was expecting. Where is this? Okay. So this is here. This can be, oh. This can be, this color can be the dark now, right? It can be the dark blue. Okay. There are days when the sky looks like this. It was a very special day. Okay. And then we'll get rid of this bit of color here. Oh, we can't. What did I do? What if we're gonna make this really dark? Okay. Well, we did a, oh, come on. What? Selected this color. Oh, under all, sample all layers. This color. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to leave this be for now. Okay. We have 5 minutes, so we're gonna have to leave this for now, you guys. I think we made some real good progress. Oh, why does this keep shifting? Okay. Did some cool color exploration, so hopefully I'll be able to use something in there that we just did. Okay. So, next week is going to be, for the 201st time, will be a music stream with Dan. Dan will compose something to be announced, to be decided. Next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Woo loud noises. That's Dan. He's happy to make noise, which I'm glad because I don't do that either. But yeah, so we're going to do something music related on the MT32 and figure something out. And so what we'll do is what we usually do is from 8 to 8:30 will be the pre-stream stream, which is me streaming on this channel again. And about 8:30, we're going to raid Dan's channel. And Dan's, for some reason, his shout out Dan. Shout out Dan. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's Dan's channel. So about from 8:30 onward, we'll be there. The pre-stream is just me giving some developer updates. Hopefully, I'll be finished section 2 of 3 of chapter 4. I really hope that. Who are we rating? I have to take a look. I'll take a look right now. Who are we rating? But yeah, that'll be next week. I'm sure Dan will have something from his vast collection of stuff to show you. That's a guarantee. If anything else, I can guarantee Dan's going to have cool stuff to show you. And let's take a look at who we're going to rate tonight. And thank you guys for coming and sort of hanging around for me messing around with the colors. You can see how much fun it can be, though, when you see something that really does work. Even if it might not necessarily be working for your specific thing that you want that particular time, it's still fun to see something work. Okay, so who are we rating? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, what is Taco Salad playing? That looks what is it? Grim Fandango. Interesting. Taco Salad is playing Grim Fandango. That might be cool. We haven't rated Taco Salad in a while. I love the Bob Ross emote. That's awesome. Okay, why don't we rate Taco Salad 77? Thank you, Lace, for coming as well. And yeah, it was good to see some old people, some new people. Seeing everyone is always wonderful. So we're gonna set up a raid to Taco Salad, who's playing Grim Fandango. I think he's playing it for the first time. So that's gonna be fun to take a look at. I certainly haven't finished it. I need to get back to it. I do have the deluxe version. Let's make sure I spell this right. Taco Salad. Taco Salad also has Kitten Cam, which is awesome. Yes, good night, Mouse Miss. Good night, Duck with Shades. Good night, Lace. Thank you guys for coming. It's always fun to hang out. Deluxe Tux. I'm gonna set up the raid for Taco Salad. Ooh, intended for mature audiences. Well, we showed a Bikini Babe today, so we're pretty grown up too. Can I not raid them? What's going on? Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. Great. Oh yeah, sorry, Bill Quinn. I'm just getting your thing about Twitch chat being stuck on emote only mode and that being all Dan's fault. Yeah, sorry, I haven't really been paying attention to whispers. But great. So, what else have I got to say? Hopefully I'll be able to tell you that the Microsoft Slim Pen got refunded. I really hope I can tell you that next week. Gah. And hopefully we'll have something for Dan to do next week. We have at least a couple things to do. I'm gonna hit raid now because I have absolutely nothing left to say. Except thank you. Thank you guys for coming again. I really appreciate it every week. Have a great night.